physical dice or dice on Discord?
I'm hoping we can do dice on Discord because then we can see it better. But if you guys need to use physical dice, I trust you.
If I have to, I have my dice tray here.
All right, cool. All right, so as I've said previously, I've started streaming. Welcome back, everyone. This is Deathstroke9. Please give us a few seconds to get everything situated. Yeah, that's because I muted everything. Things are not what they seem. We're still getting situated.
I will be streaming in General VC tonight, the Color Out of Space movie. If
Oh,
anyone wants to join.
I would love to do that. I'll get back to you on that.
All right.
All right.
Movie. If
Hey,
anyone wants to join.
can anyone hear us in the stream? Let us know if you can. Right now we're getting bad feedback from the streaming service. As always, this is the price we pay. Okay. Let me see if I can at least show everyone what's going on over here. Hello, it is I, Deathstroke9, and today I'm joined with a bunch of people, including Ryan, Carter, and Carter. So, multiple Carters. Shopping Cart Man, the Dungeon Crawler, and what's your channel's name, Carter? The Magna Carter, right? Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right, so before we start, I want to mention that each one of them has a YouTube channel, and then Carter and Ryan and a few of their friends have their own YouTube channel as well. That's all of their stuff is in the description. If you like my channel, you should go check them out. And yeah, today we're going to be playing The Whisper in Darkness, which is a story by H.P. Lovecraft, which some of you may be familiar with. You're hearing us. Good, perfect. All right. Some of you may be familiar with this story, but even if you are, there's still going to be lots of twists and turns. I've roughly adapted the basic plot line. A lot has been changed, and obviously, that story wouldn't work very well for 3 investigators. So, all that being said, here we are. Now, why don't you guys tell me? So, let's see. Ryan, what was your character's motivation for he was like a skeptic and he wanted to disprove stuff, right?
Yes,
Yes.
he's
Okay.
a scientist.
And shopping cart man, your character, what's their name? Actually, you know what?
Elliot Winters.
You know what? Can you all type your full name in the Zoom group chat? That is, let me see, everyone in the meeting. So, not your real full name, your character's full name. Thomas Vale, Elliot Winters, and Carter. Thank you for doing that, Carter. Just so that I have something to reference, Stanley Marsh III. Yep. Okay. Perfect. All right. And some of you will be rolling in the Discord. Some of you will be rolling outside of with physical dice. I trust all of you, so don't cheat. And I think I'll be rolling in the Discord, maybe. I don't know. And one final thing I want to do is I want to pop out the chat so that I can see what other people are saying on our thing, and then we'll be ready to go. One final thing I want to do is so that I can. And let me make this smaller so that it's not messing anybody up. All right, I think we're ready, guys. So we're going to start. Both, what are your names? Both Thomas and Elliot have similar motivations as to why they're coming to. Whoops, page unresponsive, whatever, screw it. Have similar motivations as to why they're going to, you know, this random, out of the way location in Vermont, which is near like a mountain. And because of that, I feel like, and Ryan, your character is a scientist, right? And he's at Miskatonic,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to connect you two. Is that fine? So we're going to say that Elliot Winters and Thomas Vale, you guys know each other. And Elliot, you found the newspaper. You were doing your research, and you discovered that there has been sightings of strange creatures, some people call them aliens, in this town in Vermont. And since your blog is basically about the unknown or about different mysterious stuff going on, you're like, well, it's not that far away from me. You're going to go over there and investigate it. Is there any chance that you would be doing this for like an official report for school, like something that you could get credit for? You're muted, by the way. You're muted.
More like a hobby.
More of a hobby. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you have told one of your teachers, Thomas, that you were planning on doing this?
Yes.
Okay. Thomas, you
Yes.
are extremely skeptical. Sometimes when you're talking to this particular student, Elliot, you feel a sense of kinship to him, but at the same time, a lot of times what he says really bothers you because you do not believe in any type of unnatural stuff. In fact, you like to look at what he writes on his blog and kind of you disprove a lot of stuff, or try to at least, right? With the power of science.
Yeah.
That's why my grades have been so bad.
Yeah, because I've been giving you Fs for what you've been doing.
So when he told you he's going to this out-of-the-way town in Vermont to check this stuff out, you immediately went and looked up and started trying to discover what went on. And you found out some things. Why don't you tell us what exactly your motivation is for going with him? Like, what kind of pushed you over the edge so that you were like, you know what? I think I'm going to go with him to go out there, and I'm going to disprove this thing in person. I'm gonna show him my work.
What pushed me over the edge, you say?
Yes.
To make me go with Elliot Winters. Let's see. There's too much written here that I should not have I wrote down a lot of stuff, and my handwriting is very poor.
You're good.
So if you give me a moment.
You're good. Take your time.
Think maybe. What pushed me over the edge? Let's say, because I also too have a blog, but my blog is more on disproving all this stuff. So maybe a surge in hate comments saying how it's not even scientific or remotely intellectual to be doing this, and I'm wasting my time. So I'm going to try and prove them that this is not a waste of time, and it's all fake.
All right, so something that you specifically want to document in this case is that you definitely want to show these people who are telling you what you're doing is meaningless and it's not going to amount to anything. You want to show them, look, there are people who actually believe this stuff. Like, what you're doing is... Yeah, it's an actual service, right? So that's why you're going. Like you said, there's been a surge in hate-filled comments from other people, including some of your peers, who are not necessarily hate-filled, but extremely condescending, and they're just like, hey man, what are you even doing looking at this stuff? You're spending way too much time on this, you know. All right. And so, because of this, Thomas, you're going with Elliot. Would you guys be going in the same, like, vehicle? Would you be taking a bus? Do you have a car? It is modern day. You guys have been at Miskatonic University for a while. Elliot, how long have you been? Are you a freshman or?
I'm more of like, I actually wrote that in my character bio on Discord that I graduated from there.
Okay. All right.
That I'm like already
so you finished school.
Programmer.
So you finished
Yeah.
school. All right. So you're still living in Arkham though.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long ago did you finish school?
Like about 3 years ago.
3 years. Wow. Okay. Well, let's just say that you've kept in touch.
No, not 3 years. I meant the year.
Okay, 1 year. All right. Well, we can say you kept in touch with Thomasville. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys both you have very, very opposite reasons for going, but you guys talked about it and you thought it might be fun to maybe go do this together. So, what type of transportation would you plan on taking? So you live about like a day and a half of travel by car to get there.
Maybe a bus.
Yeah, I only have a motorcycle, not a car. So yeah, I think a bus would probably be best. Yeah.
All right. 1 second. Someone said, is he saying that it's glitching? Maybe. Yes, it is. Okay. Can you hear us at least? One second, guys. I want to make sure that we've got as many kinks sorted out as we possibly can. And Stanley Marsh III, you're already there. You're starting in the town itself. Yeah. Yes. Okay. It's fine. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. We got it. It's fine. All right. So you guys are going to take a bus, you said? All
yes.
right. I would say, I mean, we don't really need to keep accounting for all that stuff. It's a minor expense. You guys, you go together, and the bus ride, right? You're traveling, and it's all sunny. It's all bright. You're both kind of excited for this. You think this could be a pretty interesting experience for both of you. You both kind of, in your heart of hearts, are thinking to yourselves, I'm going to prove the other one wrong. Or so, Elliot, you're thinking, I'm going to show him that there are things that cannot be explained by science, or there are things that, there are things that are off, right? And at the same time, Thomas, you're kind of thinking to yourself, This kid, I don't know how he ever graduated, but
Oh,
he's not. You're still friends with him, but you do have this kind of rivalry dynamic going on. Okay.
Yeah.
But you're both pretty excited, and it takes you. You have to take multiple buses to get there because there's no one that goes all the way out there. In fact, no bus specifically goes to this little tiny outlying hamlet. It would take, or hamlet. What am I saying? Outlet. I don't know. Whatever I'm saying. But you would take. You could take like a cab to get there after you've made it most of the way to a larger city that's near this outlying settlement. So it takes a while. It's a little bit of a hassle to get out there. But you guys, I'm going to assume you do take that taxi to get out there. Otherwise, you're walking or something similar. So, taxi driver, you're almost there, and he kind of turns around and he's like, "So, can I ask you guys why you want to go out here?"
aliens.
There's no aliens there. Me specifically, I'm going out there to prove this, friend of mine, that there are no aliens there.
So you've read all about the papers, and you've read all about the weird little creatures that have been spotted downriver.
Probably just some frogs.
Frogs, sir. They say
Yeah,
that they're
giant floating frogs.
they say they're about
Aliens.
Aliens.
They say they're about 5 feet long, man. It's it's more than just frogs.
Like an eel. I can see I'm not going to get past you on this. Disregard.
Sir, I mean, it's no problem. I was just wondering. Aliens. Yes, thank you. We did recently pass 400 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who helped me get to that point. Y'all are awesome. Anyway, so yes, he's driving down, and you come to this area at this point, right? So everything's kind of been mildly forested up to this point. You see the peak of a mountain kind of out in the distance, but as you're coming closer, there's a point where it becomes mildly forested, some trees, some plains and stuff in the middle of nowhere, to the road kind of stops. It's more of a dirt road, and the trees, it becomes more of like a heavy forested area. It's almost sunlight is only barely filtering through the leaves as you go into this almost kind of forbidding place. You both kind of look around and you're like, wow, this is kind of atmospheric, you know? It's getting closer to evening, right? It's almost nighttime. You've been traveling pretty much all day. And you're seeing some low rolling mist. It's kind of, it's a little chilly. It's, it's September, and it is New England, so it is getting a little bit. It's getting much colder. It has been for a while, and the cab is driving along, and you still got a little bit to go. Do you have anything you wanted to say to each other? It's getting a little bit. So you're seeing rolling mist. It's getting darker and darker, and there's a canopy of trees overhead. And the road has become like a bumpy dirt road. And you guys are almost being tossed around like a salad in the taxi cab.
No comment then.
Okay.
Yeah, good thing.
All right, that's fine. So you make it. You slowly you notice that the sunlight is nearly gone, and now what? You don't really see what's going on. Suddenly, there's this flash of light. You almost can't see for just like a few seconds. It's like suddenly, it was almost like you feel something in your head. Neither of you guys know the other one is feeling this, right? It seems like something internal. It doesn't really seem like anything outward. So each of you separately kind of just suddenly is like, feels like you can't see for just a second, and you kind of blink and it passes, okay? It was very bright for just 2 seconds, and now it's back to being, it's really dark out. You just got a little overhead light in the car, and the driver doesn't make any comment, and both of you kind of just think, oh, well, that was weird. Continue down the bumpy dirt road. And the mist seems to be rolling up closer to the vehicle. And as you continue down, looking up at the canopy, see a bit of wind comes through, the leaves are rustling. And now the full moon, you see this little patch open up in the canopy, and you see the full moon filtering light down. And then you come out, and there's a small little, like, kind of a town in this divot, all right? So you come out of the forest, and it's just this open area, and there is a small, like, old-timey town in this, the land kind of dips downward, and then kind of set as a backdrop to this little town. You see, there's a little bit of modernization. You see, like there's a Walmart, all right, and there's a couple fast food places, but then it's a lot of modernization. Then there's a lot of buildings such as there's a diner, there is a mechanic shop. There's a couple different interesting, quaint little shops in there, and set as a backdrop against it is this forested mountain. As you come out of the forest, you both kind of feel like almost relieved. It was getting a little bit weird. You don't know, you can't really exactly put your finger on it, but it was getting a little bit tense. You come out of the forest, the taxi driver drives down, he comes right to the edge of the town, and he's like, all right, so listen, I can't, how do you guys plan on getting back?
Are you not gonna be here, or
I mean,
is there no way out of this town?
Well, obviously.
Like driving?
No, I mean, you could drive, but I mean, it depends. I can wait for you, but that would cost you extra.
We haven't thought this through.
No, we did not.
Or I could just go back, and then whenever you guys finish with whatever it is you're doing, alien hunting, you can just give me a call, or call the company. We'll send someone out.
Do you have a business card, or?
Yeah, he takes out a little card. He has to like look for it in his wallet. It's like he has one. It's not really like he has a whole stack with him. And he hands it to you, and it just has a phone number on it. And it's literally it's not that big of a deal. You can add that to your inventory. Thank you for helping me out with that.
I pull up my picture. I pull up my phone and take a picture of the town for my blog.
Okay, good.
I see what Elliot's doing, and I think that's also a good idea. So I'm just gonna kind of look over and try and
You're gonna do the exact same thing. You guys both have blogs that are like the exact opposite of each other. Man, that's hilarious. Okay. All right, let me think about this. Elliot. What type of phone do you have? Is it like a high-tech, big, like high definition?
Sort of like a Samsung S10.
Okay, cool. I don't know a ton of stuff about phones, but I'm going to assume that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's sort of a newer model.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, so yeah, you can take a very, very, very nice picture. It looks like it'll go perfectly with your blog. In fact, you catch the moon kind of shining down on the town and the little lights and the buildings and everything, and the mountains set in the backdrop, and it looks very nice, almost like a postcard. Then a cloud goes over the moon, and it gets a lot darker. Are you going to maybe look for some place to stay?
I will turn on my torch just in case I don't want to trip.
Okay. You take your flashlight out, flip it on. Now you know that there is a dirt road, and it's when you get closer to the town, you see that there's like one strip of like sidewalk type area. But there's really it's not very civilized looking. There's not a ton of the road is still a dirt road. There might be some pebbles and stuff covering it, but it's still a dirt road. Are you going to... So you've got a flashlight. You're not going to trip. You're looking down at the ground, which means you're not paying attention to the sky. And you just... where are you headed?
Headed to like a cottage where we can like rent or something, like a motel.
Yeah.
Okay. A motel, specifically? Hey, Stanley Marsh III. Can I ask you, do you know of any... Is there a bed and breakfast, or is there a motel in this town you live in? Or like...
There's Old Joe's bed and breakfast.
Old Joe, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Letagain says, I saw your announcement, and I have a weird sighting. I have photo proof. What? Wait a minute. He has actual proof of aliens, guys. All right. So Old Joe's bed and breakfast, you said? All right. So you guys don't see a specific motel. You see a place that has a little sign outside just swinging back and forth in the wind that says Old Joe's bed and breakfast. It takes you a minute to kind of find it, I guess you could say. Old Joe's B&B. But, you know, you found something. You don't really see anything else in the nearby vicinity. You see the diner. You might ask to, like, stay there. Outside the diner, there are 2 benches, so you could maybe, like, I don't know, sleep on them if you wanted to. As you wish. Do whatever you want. What are you guys planning on doing? Make your plans.
I would like to. I'm gonna pull out my phone and I'm gonna try and look up this location on like Yelp or something, see if it has any ratings for this Old Joe's bed and breakfast.
Sure. All right. You take out your phone. Kind of, you start looking for any ratings. You see that it has 5 stars actually, from like multiple users. So it's not like just one 5-star rating. There's like, let's see. There's like 37 5-star ratings, and there are no ratings of any other type other than 5 stars.
I'm gonna show Elliot my phone and the ratings on it.
There's all types of praise, lavishing how on Mr. Joe's greatness and goodness, and how hospitable the place is, and how reputable everything that goes on in there is. Yada 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 yada. So, Elliot, you take the phone, you see the same thing that he just saw.
I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, hey, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we might as well. I mean, it has all 5 stars. You know, it can't be that bad.
It's bound to be good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right.
So,
are you gonna go? So you guys go over to it. You guys go over to the bed and breakfast. It's getting chillier and chillier. I'm assuming you guys pull open the large double doors and go inside. And sorry, someone wrote Elliot.
I knew someone was going to make an ET reference.
Yeah.
nice.
All right, so you guys pull open the double doors, go inside, and instantly you're hit with this like wave of warmth. It's very, very warm in here. almost uncomfortably warm a little bit. But you walk in, and you see that there's multiple heaters. Like it doesn't look like there's an air conditioning or normal heater. You just see like a lot of these, those standing up heaters that kind of can spin back and forth. There's a lot of those inside this place. It's a very quaint little house. It looks like it might have about 3 stories, multiple rooms, and it just looks like a normal house. You don't see anyone there at the moment, but there is a little bell next to a clock, like one of those little clocks that you can change to say what times you're open and stuff like that. And there's a little sign made out of wood that says Old Joe's Bed and Breakfast. So, you could ring the bell.
I grab my phone, go outside, take a picture of the exterior, go back in, and take a picture of the interior.
Okay.
I'll do the same thing that Elliot.
Elliot, so you notice that, let me see, science skills are, okay. Yes, okay. So you notice that, Elliot, what's your name? Thomas, thank you. You notice that Thomas is kind of doing what you do every single time. What are you going to do? Do you think that that's weird at all?
Nah.
No? Okay. So you know that he has his other blog as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm assuming we probably told each other about.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool. You guys kind of look at each other, kind of realizing a little bit of not really of the absurdity, but kind of how humorous this situation is a little bit. And then you both go back inside, and then you both take pictures of the interior. There's lots of stuff in the house, if you know what I mean. Like, there's just... Have you guys ever been in Cracker Barrel before?
Yeah.
It's kind of... No, okay. Well, it's like, let me think. I guess it's just, I guess the way to say it was there's lots of antique stuff everywhere. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, I'll check it out. Sorry, this person keeps, Ledgain keeps on telling me that he has real evidence of aliens. Cool.
He posted it in the Discord.
Did he?
Yeah,
Okay.
RPG memes.
All right.
In the
I can
memes.
show it in the stream, actually, so...
Memes!
Let me head over to it. RPG memes. Here we go. Here it is. Okay. Oh, thank you. It's a tradition now to have food every single time we do this. All right.
Well, some people need food to survive. It surprising though, really.
I've been eating a burger this entire time.
Okay. All right. I just hope that people don't hear me chewing, and that would be so annoying. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but it's pretty cool. It is interesting and works very well with what we're trying to do here. So thank you for sending that, Ledgain. Anyone who wants to, go check out his channel. He does like commentary videos and stuff, which is pretty cool. Anyway, back to this. So you guys go inside, and I guess you could say there's lots of antique, old-timey things like stuffed animals, pictures, lamps. I don't know why, but they're obsessed with lamps in these places.
You think they have enough warmth from the
wooden plaques with like either funny sayings or Bible verses on them. Just a very, very quaint little place. So,
is there anything weird that they have on like any of the shelves that I can take a picture of?
All right. Make a spot hidden roll, if you will.
That's 82. My spot hidden is 45.
So I'm going to assume that is a large failure. Okay.
That is a horrible failure.
Alrighty. Alright. You look around, and you see a strange-looking book. And it has a skull on the front, and it looks like a book of the occult. You recognize it as something that looks like it could be an occult book. It's
Can I like identify on like what religion or whatnot it is from?
You immediately think of necromancy from
Ooh.
looking at what's going on it. But you're not entirely sure. You could open it up and look at it. It does not have a name on the spine, and it's with a few other pretty weird looking books. And then along with it, you also see stuff like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and some classics.
Oh.
I take a picture of the strange books and leave them alone.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to be yelled at by old Joe or whatever his name was.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's gonna probably just come. I bet he's like a hillbilly or something. He's gonna come out with like a musket or pitchfork or something. Like, you dang touching my books again, or something like that. So I see Elliot go over to these strange books.
Yes.
Shelf. Now, I am actually I'm gonna go over there. And I would like to pick up the book and just examine it a bit further. If this results in my death, who knows?
You immediately die. Just kidding.
Oh, darn.
Just kidding. All right, for real. You pick up the book. You pull it out of the shelf. Elliot, do you try to stop him in any way?
I look around. I look over his shoulder because I'm not going to be the one getting yelled at for touching the book. You know?
That's true. You also kind of maybe take a step back a little bit from him, and you're like, nope, I had nothing to do with this. All right, Thomas, you open the book, and it's a pop-up book. It's like a children's pop-up book.
I don't think that's what I expected.
Yeah, it's got little, like, not really that scary looking skeletons and zombies and stuff. It looks like something a parent might get their kid around Halloween time.
I would actually like to take a picture of the little pop-up book.
Okay.
So am I.
You know, like, I'm going to close it, take a picture of the cover, and then just have the thing. Like, oh, see, nothing weird here. Just another children's pop-up book.
Another one.
It's proven.
All right.
My blog, it's going to say, cursed book.
Wait a minute. Stanley Marsh the third. Let me think about this for a second. Are you the type who's so you? Can you tell me a little bit about your character so that give me a little bit of a refresher on what you would like me to know about them?
Well, if you remember, he's really into the occult and stuff, and he's obsessed with finding out if the gods and whatnot actually exists. He's unsure of it though.
Okay. Let me put it this way. Your studies into the occult have made you paranoid. You have slowly become more... It's difficult for you to interact with people because you're so used to them not taking you seriously.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay. They just very seldom ever take what you say and think you're anything other than a nut job. Because of that, you are often just kind of looking over your shoulder, looking out at everything else that goes on. You like to keep tabs on things. And you saw these two strangers pull into town. Now, you know that the bed and breakfast has only been visited a couple times, and in general, this place is not a vacation spot, and you wonder what could have brought them here. You also know that there have been recently more activity with like the occultic stuff, or more specifically with aliens, which is not necessarily your forte, but you have begun to comprehend something about the occult and aliens and how they kind of are connected in a way. How aliens does not necessarily mean science fiction, and that they may have inspired a lot of the books that you've been looking at. So you have a hunch that these two outsiders might possibly be looking for something that has anything to do with the aliens that have been, the alien sightings that have been going on.
And they're both taking pictures of everything.
Yes. So you might decide to introduce yourself, or you might completely ostracize them. I don't know. Let me know what you think your character might do. And if you decided to introduce yourself, like, do you think your character is, like, maybe you sense a kindred spirit almost if they're trying to find out the truth. So maybe you would, like, go over there, like, right now at night and just be like, hi.
No,
but I'm gonna follow them and see if they say anything.
You know, it might have been less creepy if you're gonna stalk us.
Both of them are creepy. Just going up to and introducing yourself to random strangers for no reason.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, we haven't introduced ourselves to anybody yet.
Yeah, we have. Besides the taxi driver, we don't even know anyone in this town. Maybe we should ring that bell. Maybe we'll get to meet old Joe. Who knows?
All right. Next off, let's see. Stanley, you follow them, and you see them go into old Joe's bed and breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
You know about how that man has inflated his reviews, and how he has kind of screwed with the system to make sure that people will always immediately go to his place if they're ever in need of anything. You know that at one point the diner had not necessarily a bed and breakfast portion, but oh, hello, Naven's Purpose. Thanks for joining the stream. You know that the diner, you know who works at the diner.
Mm-hmm.
You know that they used to run kind of this like boarding area, and then Joe's B&B kind of slowly ran that portion of their business out of business. So anyway, all that out of the way, you see them go into the B&B. Are you going to follow them? You watch them take pictures outside it, then you watch them go in.
Yeah.
You almost got noticed, okay? So you were outside, you're kind of looking in the window a little bit, and you saw Elliot, or this man. Elliot, what do you look like? Or like, what's a oh, you're muted again, just so you know.
I have like ginger hair and like pale skin. I have like glasses and a Miskatonic University sweater on.
Mm-hmm. 1 second. What's your name? Stanley. I keep forgetting your name, Stanley. Sorry. Stanley, you walk up and you see this Miskatonic University student, and you know what that is, right? You see him start looking around to see if there's anything weird going on, almost. He looks very apprehensive, and he's looking at books, he's looking at all these little weird things, right? And then he looks over at the window, and you kind of go down, and he doesn't notice you. It was very close. He turns back, and then you see that Thomas Vale, what's a good description for you?
I'm very short. I have pale skin,
Okay.
Blue eyes, shaggy blonde hair. I wear a lab coat, and I also have glasses.
All right. So these two look like complete nerds, right? And you yourself are you're bigger, right? Or not bigger, but I mean like stronger a little bit?
Kind of. Stronger than the average person, but not like a bodybuilder.
Naven's Purpose, I am eating hamburgers made by my dad. Who's a good cook. Now, okay. Sorry, I keep... Stanley, right.
Yes, Stanley.
All right, Stanley Marsh, you...
Here, I'll change my Zoom name to Stanley Marsh.
You work at the mechanic shop. And you
I own the mechanic shop.
Yeah, you own the mechanic shop. What are you planning on doing next? Do you have any course of action past this? So you
Nope.
saw that there... Nope, okay. Are you going to leave? Or are you going to keep just kind of looking in the window watching them?
I'm gonna go inside.
Oh,
Get a little closer.
okay. Cool. You go inside.
Stanley Marsh III.
Yeah, Stanley Marsh, you head inside. When we see these two people, both of you turn around and you see this kind of heavily built guy. Are you in your like mechanic gear? Like, do you have oily clothes and like a t-shirt and jeans with the belt?
Yeah.
Okay,
with
cool.
With a bunch of wrenches and screws and stuff hanging off the belt.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys turn around and you see this man that looks exactly like what you'd expect any car mechanic to look like. The stereotypical car mechanic, if you will.
Hello, fellow human. Do you happen to know anything strange happening around this town of yours?
Wow.
I'm sorry. Typically around here, we introduce ourselves before we start asking questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Stanley
Winters.
Marsh.
I hold up my hand.
Okay. What'd you say? Sorry,
I'm Elliot Winters.
Mr. Winters. Nice to meet you. And you other person.
I am Thomas Vale.
Thomas.
Yes.
Interesting. What are you boys doing up here?
We're looking for aliens.
I'm not. I'm. How should I put this?
He's
looking
alien
for aliens. I'm looking for alien. Yes, quote unquote, because they don't exist.
Sorry,
They exist.
Are you looking for some festival or something? I don't understand. What do you mean aliens? Aliens.
Paranormal.
Strange occurrences.
I'm not sure there's many strange occurrences up here. I've myself looked around for all kinds of that stuff, and I've never seen anything. So I don't think I can help you much.
Suddenly, a man comes into the room. A grossly overweight man who looks you can't really tell his age. He looks old, and yet at the same time he's completely bald, and he looks like he might be young too, or younger. Like, he looks like he could be like 70, but he also at the same time could like be 45 or something like that. It's weird. He's clean shaven, and he walks into the room, and he's with kind of heavy footfalls. And well, Stanley, you know that this is Old Joe. The name would imply that he is old.
Take a picture of him.
Oh, newcomers to Old Joe's B&B. My name's Old Joe. Nice to meet you.
Yes, we would like a night here.
A night. You mean you want to stay the night here?
Yes.
All right.
I'm kind of having second thoughts now.
What do you,
Boy, before you decide to stay here, let me just tell you, Mr. Joe here likes to rate himself higher than he actually is. So
Hey,
let him know.
Stanley, what did we talk about telling people that?
I'm sorry, but you can't be lying. You got to tell them the truth.
Fine. My prices are better than anybody else's you can find here. We can make any type of deal you're looking for. There's multiple rooms, multiple these packages, you could say, I guess. Plus, you great hospitality. I make you guys breakfast in the morning, and
I'm gonna kind of hold out my hand, like, to tell him to stop for a moment. So, Stanley, you said,
Yes.
do you know of any better place than this one in this town?
Is there any better place than this? I think this is the only one,
this
right?
is pretty much the only place.
Oh, shoot.
No, there's no other place. I just thought I'd let you know before you stay here. You should probably know about the bugs that have infested this place.
Now it seems like those park benches actually seem more appealing.
No, I completely and totally best prices you'll find anywhere. Seriously, I'm like broke. Like this, I own this little piece of land here, but
Please, I
You're
need
broke,
coin.
Joe?
Give me money. I need coin.
Spare some coin, please.
Divines bless your kind heart. Okay.
Just security added.
All right. He goes on to quote you that one night would be $10 per person.
That's a pretty good deal.
And yes, it is a very, very, very good deal.
Park bench is free though.
That's true.
Do you take credit card? I hold up my credit card.
He points to the sign. Cash only.
I don't got any on me.
Do you, Thomas? Or are you just
No.
are you gonna go with the park bench? Or
All right, boys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. You can come stay at my place. I got 2 couches. No, sorry, not 2 couches. I got a couch and a recliner. You guys can stay there, and in the morning we'll look around for this paranormal activity or aliens or whatever you boys are looking for around here.
Consider that a deal, Mr. Marsh.
That
Marsh,
sounds pretty good.
I'm gonna freaking get you back for this. You just stole paying customers from me.
I take a picture of older Joe and I walk out the door.
Joe, you never had those customers in the first place. You gotta finally get a credit card reader. You cannot just keep going around with just accepting cash. You know, the world is changing, Joe.
You're right. How much are those newfangled credit card readers?
Here, take $20. This will cover both of them. I hand them $20 in cash. And I don't know, get a credit card reader or something.
Okay. He takes the money gratefully and he nods to you, but he still looks a little hardly at you. And you guys leave the building. You kind of just walk out.
Mhm.
And you're gonna head over to Stanley Marsh's mechanic shop. You live in the mechanic shop, right? Does
Yes.
it have any specific name?
The Stanley's Auto Repair.
Of course. Let me write that down. 1 second. Stanley's Auto Repair.
And we're just gonna go ahead and take my old pickup truck over to the.
All right. Also, I just want to let everyone who's watching know one thing. We're planning on doing a giveaway at the end of this stream. It makes necklaces, and she uses her own artwork to do it. And she has an Etsy shop. She recently started Mrs. and she uses her own artwork to do it. And she has an Etsy shop. She recently started making stickers, like vinyl stickers. Very sturdy, very cool. And she made a Cthulhu sticker, okay? She's younger than I am. And we're going to be giving one of those away at the end of the stream. So just so you know, stay tuned for that. Now,
Use code Old Angry Joe in the chat for a chance to win the Cthulhu sticker.
yeah, so just want to let you all know that. Anyway, just stay tuned for that. Now, so you guys head over to his... Do you have anything, like, were you planning on talking at night, or would you rather just go right to bed and kind of, you thank him, obviously, but then get up in the morning and talk to him about the paranormal stuff?
How traveled and tired do they look?
Yes. They've been traveling
Okay.
for like
Yeah.
18, 19 hours without sleeping. Obviously, they're not. They don't look. They look tired. They don't look like
Yeah.
they've been
Yeah.
trekking through the jungle or anything like that. They've been taking public transportation.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll just silently head over to the shop, and then we'll just point him to the couch.
I sit down on the couch, pull up my laptop, and start like writing my blog for day one.
All right.
There's no Wi-Fi.
I'll use my hotspot on my phone. I turn on my internet.
Very tech savvy. Hey, Elliot, do you mind if I use your hotspot for a moment? I don't know if I don't have a good data plan.
Sure. Just don't use it up. How is the reception in this town?
Very, very bad. Very,
I
very bad.
will gladly pay you after this. Okay. You'll be fine. Trust me. I'll cover your month's bills or whatever.
I turn on my hotspot.
Also, the place that we're at, it's a mechanic shop in front, but like attached to it is a bunch of different rooms and stuff, like very poorly constructed. Like it's almost just a shack is attached to the back of the shop.
Multiple
And that's
shacks.
where you're sleeping.
Okay, yeah.
Multiple.
All right. All right, but it does look comfortable, and oh, it says it cut out when I was talking about a giveaway. Whoops. Sorry about that. I don't know why the stream keeps cutting out, but whatever. So the giveaway is my sister makes really awesome stuff. She makes art and makes like necklaces, and she just started making stickers out of it. She has an Etsy shop, and she created a Cthulhu vinyl sticker, and I'm going to be giving one of those away at the end of the stream. This video has been sponsored by Layla's Etsy page, Inky Cat. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But anyway, I'm assuming you guys spend the night, or do you want to talk first?
We'll just sleep.
Okay, yep. All right. So you guys get a pretty restful sleep. It goes pretty well. You go to bed. One of you, who takes the mattress?
Well, there's a couch and a recliner.
Oh, sorry. Who takes the
I'll
couch?
take the recliner.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll take the couch.
perfect. All right. Let me think about this. We're gonna say you guys got a good rest. Yeah, no problem, Naven's Purpose. Thank you for your interest, and thank you for letting me know that it cut out when I was saying that. We're going to say that you guys got a very good sleep. You're very well rested, folk. And
I got my shotgun.
I checked my blog. How much views?
all right. So, how big is your blog?
I don't know, like around Arkham. Hoping to get it bigger someday.
Okay. So, so you check your blog, and you have, let me think. So you posted it last night, right?
Yeah.
It already has a few hundred views. This is a pretty hot topic.
How much does Thomas's if you upload his blog?
Thomas, did you upload your blog yet?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna use the hotspot for during the night.
All right. Yeah, you can. So let's think about this. Elliot's page is kind of considered like a crackpot conspiracy theory page, whereas Thomas, your page is a lot more like. So you were getting hate comments a little while ago from people that were like your peers and stuff, but in general, you get pretty good feedback on it because people like you almost. It's almost like you like make these super scientific, drawn out essays. But you also like do a little angry rants at like the idiocy of people who believe this stuff, and a lot of people consume that and are like, "Oh yeah, let me validate my own feelings and opinions by using this man's blog." So, plus you've been doing this for longer, I would say. Is that right? You're older than Elliot, right? How old are you guys?
21.
21.
24.
Wow.
I graduated early. I don't.
You're a professor at Miskatonic,
Yes.
and you were his professor, and you're like 2 years older than he is. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
I forgot the age range.
Okay, no, it's fine. We're gonna say that you got like a little over 1,000 views so far.
Jeez.
Okay. Your blog is fairly popular, at least around Arkham. What's next? So the next morning, you guys both get up and you kind of immediately go to your phones. That's like the first thing you do when you get up. You're like, Stanley Mars, you hear them moving around. You gonna go say hello or good morning or?
Yeah, I'm already up and making breakfast or something.
Okay.
Ooh, what you cooking?
I'm intrigued.
Steak.
Steak for breakfast.
Heck yeah, this man's a genius.
That's all.
I might just move out here.
How much you charge
That's
for
all
rent,
I
man?
eat.
I just you guys are on your phones and I just walk into the room carrying like 2 4-ounce steaks.
We pull a cartoon and we just start floating over to this.
All right. So you walk in. You're there. You give them each. Is it like, what type of steak is it? Is it like a fillet?
Yeah.
Okay, you
is.
give them both very tender fillets. You guys.
Wondering what this man's paycheck is. Jeez. We must do a lot of auto repair out here.
The hamburger's very good, Naven's Purpose. Thank you for
I
asking.
mean, like, it's a little hillbilly town. Everybody's bound to have like broken cars
Yeah.
every few days.
Don't you have a broken truck right in front of your building,
Yep.
Stanley? Yeah.
Yep.
Right in front of the mechanic shop is his broken car.
Yep.
He can't fix it, but he can fix other people's cars.
Yep.
Specializes
I
in
charge there's a $7,000 fee for just a checkup.
Wow.
Uh,
I mean, this is a hillbilly town. They might not know any better prices, but
it's the stereotypical
Sorry to
Lovecraft
offend
hillbilly town.
yep. Sorry to offending the hillbillies out there that are definitely watching this on their cell phones or desktops.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyways, all right. So you guys, you come out, and he comes in. He comes in with these steaks. Do you accept them? Probably, right? Even though it is steak for breakfast. Hope you're happy. 4-ounce
yes.
fillets.
Heck yeah.
It's like, I accept the steak.
Perfect.
Steak has been accepted.
there's all kinds of alcohol in the cooler out back. So
You say alcohol.
Yeah. Wait, are you boys even old enough? Are you boys even old enough for that? You look pretty young.
I pull out my ID.
I pull out my ID as well.
Again, I am very short, and so like
I'm a
5'2".
very average height, like 5'9".
All right. Yeah, take all you want. I'm trying to quit, and then I just down a full glass right in front of him.
Yeah, I've been trying to quit for the past couple of years. I drink a lot less than I used to, you know.
You have the hardest working liver in the galaxy. I gotta say.
All right.
I've only went down like from 12 bottles a day to 6.
Hey, that's progress. You cut half of it. All right. So, what are your guys' plans for the day? Elliot and Thomas, you both want to investigate the paranormal activity. What you know so far from that newspaper. And actually, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to say some things to you guys and something else to Stanley. All right? So we're going to go one by one. Some pretty important information about what you know so far, which I don't think we've gone over yet. So, Thomas and Elliot, you both read that newspaper. There were bodies found in a river, okay? Like in a flowing river, people saw these weird 5-foot-long creatures. This mass of like crustacean or pink, fleshy, but also crusty goop, something like that. They weren't entirely sure of what it was. Some accounts said it had antennae, okay? Almost like an insect. But overall, the accounts didn't really agree with each other, and there was no photographic evidence. So you know that in a nearby river, there is a river nearby, there were seen these creatures. You have no idea if they're still there or not, the bodies. And you also know that the mountain itself has been a prime place where people constantly say stuff like, "Oh, we saw Bigfoot" and stuff like that in this actual mountainous area. Now, Stanley, you got a letter yesterday, or maybe not yesterday, but a couple days ago, okay, from an old man that is living in the mountains. His name is Henry. How do I pronounce that? Henry Ackley. I think Ackley. I'm going to type it in. Whoops, that's wrong. Everyone in meeting. Henry W. Akley. Okay? Now, this man reached out to you because he knew that you are interested in the occult. Okay? That's kind of common knowledge. It's because of the person in the diner. Lots of gossiping has gone on. But most people know. And he basically sent you a letter saying that he has seen the creatures before. Like, he saw them with his own eyes. And he said that he has gone to Miskatonic University. He went to great lengths to kind of tell you, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a scientist almost, or I know the scientific method. I know how crazy this sounds, but there is accounts and legends, and they're adding up. And I saw these creatures firsthand. And he was basically asking you to send a letter back, asking any questions that you might have, because he also said that he has heard them before. So that's what you guys know already, and you can exchange that information if you want to. But what are your plans for the day? So you wake up, you're refreshed, you've had some steak.
Checked our blogs.
Yeah, you checked the blogs. You need some more content to make. In your heart of hearts, Elliot, you probably also don't really entirely think that there's necessarily real aliens just like floating around out here. You don't know that for a fact, but you're a little skeptical as well. Certainly not as much as Thomas, but none of you guys really think to yourselves, "Oh, we're actually going to go find aliens." With the exception of maybe Stanley. He might be a little bit closer to that point. But both of you guys, you graduated from college. It's ingrained in you that without evidence, things cannot really be proven. Which is why you're here. You're looking for evidence. So, thoughts? You wake up in this, and it's like so what'd you say? It's like a shack, almost?
Mm-hmm.
You see that there's like mechanical stuff everywhere. All different wrenches and of all different shapes and sizes, and oil cans, and everything's stained with oil, really. And there's lots of miscellaneous guitar parts. Guitar, what am I saying? Car, lots of miscellaneous vehicular stuff, I guess. And what are you... So there is a table. I'm assuming you guys head to the table, and you're going to talk about what it is you're going to try and do. I'm pretty sure Stanley said that he might want to participate. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So, begin, my friends.
So, what exactly brings you two down here?
Aliens.
You've got to be more specific.
The sightings in the articles.
These 5 feet long creatures with and I would quote unquote just an overgrown.
Big bugs.
Probably just overgrown isopods.
Are you both from that university on your sweater?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you don't act like it.
I don't think you're one to talk about what people act like from a university. Where did you get your education from?
I didn't get my education from there, boy. All I need to know is what's going on in this town and other stuff. It's unimportant.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, you both have different accounts, different information. Let me start with you guys, Thomas and Elliot. You know that this stuff is common knowledge, at least to you it is. So you probably would mention it, but I'm going to ask anyway. Are you planning on talking about the newspaper articles and stuff?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, if anyone were to give us any information about the sightings in this town, I would think it would be a member of this fine society like Mr. Stanley, Marsh III over here.
You also remember, you know that the account talked about a river, and this Stanley might know what river, perhaps. So anyway, and on the same note, Stanley, are you planning on telling them about the letter that you have?
Not yet, no.
Okay. All right. So you guys just kind of sit there in awkward silence for a few minutes, not really saying anything.
I stand up and I'm like, so I'm going to go get some fresh air and walk outside.
Yep, that door's right over there. Help yourself. It's all free.
Does the town look any different than it does at night?
No, not really.
Not really? Yeah.
No. You go outside and the town kind of looks the same. It's all kind of... Right now, it's getting bright out. You look at the leaves. There's some leaves coming down off the trees. It's, fall time. It is kept pretty windy out, and again, it's pretty chilly. There's a sharp bite to the air. And the sun is going down. But you see that in the horizon there are a lot of clouds.
I take a picture.
Okay. You also see that the moon is still visible. Faintly. But the moon is still visible even though it's morning.
Good, sure. Stanley.
Yes.
No. In this town, these newspaper reports, it speaks that there are these creatures in this shown floating. Sorry, Daniel, that's the face.
Sorry.
I just looked at it. It was funny. So in this the river nearby. Do you know where that might be? What the name is? Anything about it?
What is the name of the river?
What would you like to name the river? It's a river. I don't necessarily have a name for it.
The river.
It can be called. Wait a minute. It can be called. All right. Here's something that the newspapers didn't mention. It's not a real river. It's a riverbed. Okay. It hasn't been a river in a long while. It only becomes one if there's a lot of snow, and then it, floods in there. So, it's...
Mr. Thomas, I don't think there is any river around here.
It's a riverbed. It's, dry.
So no locations where nearby, like where a river even could be, maybe?
Nope. I think the closest river to here is the Hudson.
Okay. Thank you, Stanley. You are definitely a great help to our investigation.
I mean, there's that one riverbed, but I don't know why they would confuse that with a river. Are you people that go to colleges and universities really that smart?
Depends on the person.
Oh man. Okay.
I suppose we can check out the riverbed. I can take you down there. I guess.
Well, we should probably get Elliot and let him know on this then.
All right, you go get him, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
And I go into the other room, and I go down into the basement.
Of course, there's a basement. That's creepy.
All right.
I'm gonna go and get Elliot outside.
All right. We're gonna start with you, Stanley. What are you doing?
I'm going down into my basement to get the letter.
Okay. Is it with
Just,
your,
just
with your
keep it
books,
with me.
most likely?
That's it, with all my stuff.
Yeah,
Make sure all the bodies are hidden well.
Move a few boxes around. You got to make sure.
And I'm also gonna look through a stack of newspapers that I have to see if there's anything else. Like I have a lot of newspapers saved from the town from all the years that I've been here. I'm gonna check if there's anything interesting that's ever happened in the riverbed.
Okay. Specifically the riverbed. Gotcha.
Yes.
There was one interesting thing is that it went dry about 20 years ago. How old are you? How old is your character?
47.
Okay, yeah. So about 20 years ago. Okay, sorry. So we were playing Dungeons and Dragons and we run into a dragon in a dungeon. Go figure. Okay. Okay, for real. You notice that the riverbed went dry about 20 years ago, and no one really knows why that happened. And that was, in a way, right when more sightings of different supernatural phenomena started getting recorded. There have been a few others, including people complaining about voices in their heads. There have also been some mentions of people seeing bright, blinding lights in the middle of the night. There have been some accounts of people vanishing. And there have been stories of Bigfoot or Yeti being in the mountain. Along with some other miscellaneous stories, but those are the majority. Yeah, but looking through this is taking you a while. The other two, so Elliot and Thomas, you've been waiting for like 30 minutes for him to come back up.
He's taking an awfully long time, isn't he, Thomas?
Yeah, I think so. We could check on him because he kind of is our guide around here right now. And I don't really feel like wandering the wilderness looking for a riverbed that I have no idea where to start.
Which door is the door to the basement?
The basement one.
So it's like there's two or three shacks built into the back of the mechanic shop.
Stanley's Auto Repair.
Yeah, Stanley's Auto Repair, and one of those shacks has a door that goes downstairs, so you could go down into the basement.
I knock on the door and I'm like, Mr. Marsh, are you all right?
Oh
Need
yeah.
any help?
I'll be up in a minute. I'm just looking around for something.
His voice comes up, but it's super echoey and sounds a little weird to you.
I turn to Thomas. I'm like, what if he's a murderer?
Well, he didn't murder us, and he fed us steak, which I hope is actually steak.
There's some empty shotgun shells on the table nearby.
I'm starting to think maybe we ask another local. I mean, this is probably fine. Everything.
Stanley,
probably.
are you planning on coming back upstairs?
I mean, have they been waiting for me for 30 minutes?
Yes, pretty much.
Yes.
Now
Okay.
it's
I'll come upstairs now then.
okay, because you have been looking through the different thingamajigs. So you guys come back upstairs. Now it's been like 40 minutes. They've been waiting a while for you, but you come back up. I'm assuming you apologize a little bit. You're like, oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Do you have the letter with you? You said you were going to get the letter specifically.
I put it in my jacket pocket.
Okay. Are you ever planning on responding to it?
Maybe, but not yet.
Okay.
I might. Do I know where he lives?
1 second. Hello. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's continue. Did you say, do you know who lived?
The guy that wrote the letter.
The guy that wrote the letter.
I assume his address is on the letter.
His address is on the letter, but he specifically asked you not to come see him in the letter.
Oh, okay.
You could anyway, but he said, I'm not entirely sure it's safe for us to meet each other yet, because he seems like he's a little... You saw a bit of yourself in his letter, right? Like an older version of you, almost. He's very paranoid. It sounds like you, if you were given another 30 years to let the occult presence in your house marinate into you.
Okay.
So, there is that.
Yes. Let's go into town. I have to write a letter real quick. But you two can do some exploring, and we'll meet back here in about 20 minutes.
Oh.
Alrighty then.
All right. So, you're going to write a letter, Stanley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What will this letter say?
What exactly? What was the?
You don't need to tell me word for word what the letter's going to say, just the general idea of it, because let's see. So he sent you...
What was his what was his question in the end?
He was asking you if you wanted to open up communications, like if you would be all right with going back and forth with him about this stuff. He's very interested in it, and he knows that you are too. He said if you have any questions about it, let me know. And he said he has a recording of the creatures making noise. And he wants to send this phonograph to you.
Okay.
And he said, let me know if you're all right with me doing that.
Yep.
Let me think, what else did he say? He also said that he's seen the creatures. And he said that he has felt he's felt uneasy recently. It's almost as if the creature's activity has increased. He mentioned stuff about legends, that there's lots of evidence, or at least historical or written down account-like evidence that kind of lines up and says there is something here.
I'll write back and tell him that I'd be happy to listen to his recordings and whatnot, and to communicate. And I'll tell him that I'm going to go to the riverbed today with two strange people from out of town to do some investigating.
Okay. All right.
And then I will take that to the post office, or whatever we have down here.
What are you guys planning on going? There was one other mention. There's one other locale I forgot to mention, which is there is a sanitarium, basically, like a small ward for mentally disturbed people.
Now that just sounds
Thomas,
like a perfect.
I believe you are familiar with this place.
Just a tad bit.
Yeah. So as I said, there's a diner, there's a Walmart, Old Joe's B&B, Stanley's Auto Repair, a couple other houses with other residents, right? And there is the sanitarium. And yeah, is there anything specific that you guys would be looking for going out around the town? He said come back in like 20 minutes, so you really only have time to look for one thing. Although he did make you wait 40 minutes, so.
I will go to Walmart.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, if we're gonna look for strange creatures, we might as well start there.
Oh man. Okay.
We'll find a Karen there. Maybe that's what's terrorizing us down.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Yeah. You All right. So you head over to Walmart, and there are you see this group of like 5 people in the Walmart that are dressed up as pink alien things.
Well, this could be an entire hoax. I mean, I'm gonna take a picture of them.
Yeah, so am I.
They're just laughing. They
Strange
don't
alien
have
creatures disproven.
they don't have head things over there. Only one of them does. One of them has like a very fake looking headpiece. The rest of them just like in these pink jumpsuit type things. So
I'm almost intrigued to talk to these people.
you have that. But yeah, it's Walmart. There's not a lot of people in there, as you might expect. But there is, it's a smaller Walmart, but it's still a Walmart. There's all types of stuff. What are you planning on buying or getting or really doing?
I'm gonna go ask those pink guys and ask them like, hey, you know anything strange going on around here besides you guys?
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You
I'm gonna
walk
get
up to
killed.
them, and you're like, anything strange
jumped.
here going on? Aside from you guys.
Oh my gosh.
They're like, the one of them's like, most of them laugh. The one with the head thing on takes the head thing off, and he's like 6.5 feet tall, and he looks at you and he's like, hey man, we're just playing around. There's no need to be a jerk about it.
I'm gonna get over there real quick. I'm gonna go right in front of this pink guy with them that just took his mask off. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. Hey buddy, we're not here to offend you, man.
Small 5'2" guy looking right up at a 6'6" guy.
Yeah. Hey, you up there. I'm watching you. Okay, don't try anything.
Are you talking to me?
I am talking to you. Are you talking to me?
I back up slowly.
I'm about to get jumped by a group of pink guys. I'm kidding, though.
Man, we're just messing around. There's been a lot of hoaxes about these pink alien things, and we're joking around about it. You got a problem with that?
Well, in my eyes, you guys might be the type of people who started this whole craze, I mean, how am I to know you're not? Very tall man in a pink suit. Seriously, what the heck is this? What the...
It's like
a bunch of filthy Frank fans.
Yeah.
The man looks at you and he's just like, completely flabbergasted at what you're saying. He's just like, these random people just walked up to me and just started like yelling in my face about this, that, or about aliens. And he's like, dude, I don't have time for this. Can I go about my business, please?
What's your business?
He shoves you.
Oh, okay. I see how this is going.
He just kind of goes, man, back off. You did none of your business.
I think it is my business, and I'm gonna get off the ground. Let's see, you see, you made it my business when you pushed me right in the chest. Now I'm on the ground. You see how this is? Ellie, you see what this guy is doing?
Yes, I see what he's doing, but that's not wise what you're doing, man.
Okay.
Fair point.
Stanley.
This guy's a full foot taller than you.
Nothing.
So you let me think. You finished the letter. You took it to the mailbox, or like to the post. There's like each house doesn't have an individual mailbox. There's one thing where people have a little lock to take out their mail, since it's such a tiny town. You put your mail in, then you headed over to the Walmart, which is where you assume these out-of-towners would go.
Can I put $10 on it with a note saying premium shipping or something?
You can
to
do
get
that.
delivered faster.
Yes, you can do that. You also
Do
think
that.
to yourself, it probably would cost more than $10 to make this person go out of their way to do this, but
Okay, I'll put in another 10.
okay, $20. All right, we'll see. We'll see what that does for you. And then you head over to the Walmart. Or actually, you know what? Let me think about this. Make a
Luck.
no, not luck. Do we have insight? Is that something? Insight.
I think that's a psychology check.
Is it psychology? Yeah, thank you. Do you have any psychology?
So, nope, none. Well, I have 10.
Okay.
The basic.
What about psychoanalysis?
Nope.
Okay.
I mean, this guy's a mechanic. Do you think he knows so much about psychoanalysis?
I mean, they're from the more larger civilization, so I guess I might assume that they're going that the first place they'd go would be a Walmart.
All right, you should. I'm going to have you make a psychology check to see if you can really figure that out. And if you fail, then we're going to move on to a luck.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay. Now try luck. And if you fail that, then we're done.
I did not fail it.
Okay, good. You do think, all right, so there are a bunch of people, they're out of town, they're from a big city, they're university students, they're pretty weird. They're probably going to Walmart. So you head over to the Walmart, you walk in, and you see Thomas is like up in this like 6.5 foot tall guy in a pink suit's face. And they're just like yelling back and forth at each other.
Chihuahua versus a Great Dane.
And there's like 4 or 5 other guys in these pink suits. Stanley, what is your reaction to? I mean, I can kind of tell already, but
do I know these people?
No, they look like they could be out of towners too.
I take a picture of all the pink guys.
Boy, I said, boys, what are you doing over there? What's going on over here?
This man is trying to tell me that I need to tell him what I'm planning on doing today. That's somehow his business. And who are you?
What are you planning on doing today, sir?
Is there a Comic-Con around here? If so, you need to up your costumes. They kind of suck.
We're being harassed right now, guys.
Oh, shoot. I'm going to get sued.
I mean, like, you assaulted him. You shoved him over.
Well, I didn't mean to
Now,
knock him
listen,
over.
listen,
He was
listen.
up in my face.
I know a lot of things about this town.
I don't even think I can go on my tippy toes that high.
Listen here. I've lived in this town 47 years. I was born and raised here, and I live here, and I like to know what's happening in this town. And you two, what, 6 of you, none of you look like you belong here, and I don't see any reason why you would be here. So I think it would be in our best interests to at least know what you are, what you're here for. Just.
All right, 1 second. Mind Destroyer 02 asked if there's a planned length for the stream. Yes, there is. We're planning on stopping anywhere from 8 to 8:30 and not going beyond that. We'll see how it goes, and then we might schedule a part 2 depending on what happens. Okay. Forever at this point. So what is it that you asked him? You said that you need to know everything that goes on in this town, and you said,
Yes.
Okay. He's like, guys, let's just walk out.
That would be in your best interests.
Oh.
The man looks at you and he's just like completely like, what is wrong with everyone here? And then he just is like, okay. And he turns and he just stomps out basically. And the other guys in pink jumpsuits follow him. What are you planning on getting from the Walmart? Or unless you're planning on going after these people.
I originally planned to ask people around, and they seem like the most reliable people. Not anymore.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Oh, man.
People in pink suits, I get confused. They don't answer to my questions.
I'm just gonna go in Walmart and buy a jacket.
Have I been to the riverbed many times? Like, do I know if you need like an axe to get through a bunch of to get through the woods or something, or
I mean,
boots to get through the mud or something? Is there any?
I mean, yeah, I guess boots to get through the mud might be a good idea. Let's say you guys stock up at Walmart. All right, we don't need to go through each little individual detail. We're going to assume you have most essential things that you would need, and then if it's anything like really out of the ordinary, we can make some type of check for it. Okay. Anything else you want to do other than stock up on some supplies and get like some snacks, and you're going out hiking basically? You know that
this is out of character. I am going to go use the bathroom.
Okay. No, your character's actually going to go use the bathroom too.
Fair enough.
Yeah, perfect. Yes, it is dry. Mud would be like anything nearby. It has been raining recently, but the riverbed itself is not. It's not a river. It's not a flowing river. Okay. I suppose, should we wait for Elliot to return? What are you guys planning on doing while Elliot goes to the bathroom?
I would like. I'm just gonna get a few basic supplies. I would like I'm looking for like a really powerful flashlight kind of thing.
Powerful flashlight with extra batteries, I would assume.
Yeah. Good battery. Right?
I'm gonna go to the guns section.
Of course you are.
You do need there's like you need a permit.
I have one.
Okay, you have identification. Good.
Yes. Yeah.
Every Call of Cthulhu. I would like a gun, please. Listen, if we're going up against Cthulhu Mythos creatures, I think a gun is the least of our worries here.
I already have a shotgun, but yeah,
that's true. You do.
And
right. That is a good idea, Naven's Purpose. So today I'm here with the Dungeon Crawler, the Magna Carter, and Shopping Cart. I'm not entirely. What is your exact channel's name? Shopping Cart, something shopping cart related.
I think it's just shopping cart from what I saw.
Okay, all of that is
Walmart shopping cart.
All of that's in the description, guys. These are all friends of mine, and they're we've made a lot of stuff together. They make content similar to my content, I guess you could say. Let's see, Ryan, you made a Call of Cthulhu live stream. You're planning on maybe in the future making more RPG content as well. Okay. And Carter, you made Star Wars RPG content as well as Star Wars like fan films and stuff. And then you guys both are in a channel called RF Films, which has made some short films and some kind of comedy related skits and stuff, and then a couple more serious things. And then Shopping Cart has a lot of I think reviews of stuff as well as just some other miscellaneous content. So all of those channels are in the description. You can check out all of them, subscribe to them, let them know how awesome they are.
Most importantly, the viewers here should let Mr. Daniel Deathstroke 9 know how awesome he is for running this cool session.
Also, if you're new here, this is Deathstroke 9. Bleed out the subscribe button, and we are Legion and all that. Can this fit over my headphones? Yes, it can. Cool. Yes,
huzzah.
We are Legion.
A man of quality.
I'll save that for later. Okay.
I had to change my scenery because my charger. I don't have a charger long enough to reach my desk.
All right. Now you guys stocked up on everything, and Ryan, very specifically, you got powerful batteries to go with your powerful flashlight. Okay, and you got backup batteries as well.
Of course.
Perfect.
There was one other thing. I'm kind of curious to see if there's any kind of variation
Yeah, fun fact, there are 2 Carters playing.
Hey, look who's back from the restroom.
The cart of videos. That's the name.
They don't clean the bathrooms in this Walmart.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that much.
I think there's a cockroach in the urinal.
I'm sure old Joe brought that in there.
Old Joe just kind of has like cockroaches crawling off.
Oh. Did you take a picture of it at least? You know, the people might look at your blog.
Yes, I took a picture.
Take a picture of the cock.
Yes, his name is Carter.
Depends who you're at.
Yeah, we have 2 Carters here today. All right, let's get back to it. You guys stocked up? Are you gonna head to the riverbed? Or do you have any other? So I've said many times, not gonna try and railroad anybody. If there's anything else you would want to do, based on the information that you have, so let me know.
I stocked up on shells and
shells. And
is there anything else like we need? Like
again, like I said, if it's anything
Ben.
that we could say that you probably would have picked that up, we'll just say you have it as you think of it.
some rope.
Yeah. I have a question then for you, Daniel.
Yes.
Could you list some of the locations in place again?
Okay.
Just in case,
I'll list all of them that I have written down so far. We've got the diner, Walmart. I guess you could say Henry Ackley's house, although you haven't actually been there yet, and that's up on the mountain. Old Joe's B&B, Stanley's Auto Repair, the Sanitarium, some other houses that are basically just people's residences. Not much else. It's a very small town. In fact, the Walmart seems like the most modernized part of it. And you're also, at the same time, you're like, this place has a population of, 20 or 30 people? Like, why is there even a Walmart here? It looks like it might have, and Stanley, you actually know this. The town did boom, maybe 30, 40 years ago or something. It got up to almost 1,000 people living there. Then something happened. Not entirely sure what, but for whatever reason, it's the population has dropped down a lot. Lots of people moved away. So that happened.
I mean, I was only about 7 at the time, so.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Where are you planning on going?
Anywhere else you guys want to stop before we drive off to the river?
Oh, let's go to the sanitarium.
Any objections from anybody?
we don't need to go to a sanitarium. There's probably no one or anything there that we don't.
Wait.
They've probably forgotten about the inmates anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
There was a newspaper that I read earlier that said that some people were around here were hearing voices, and it could be related to whatever aliens are happening here. It might be worth checking out. I'm not sure what we'll find there.
Yeah, we'll find it tomorrow. We'll go there tomorrow.
That's good.
Now let us go to the riverbed, my fellows.
All right, we get in my old beat up pickup truck with the large American flag flying on the back.
Yes, he does, Naven's Purpose. It's in the description of this video, of this stream. I think you can also maybe click on the actual profile picture in this chat. Maybe that takes you to the thing. I don't know. Anyway, okay. So you guys get in the pickup truck and you start bumping your way down the dirt road.
Yeah, I have no idea how to fix this.
Oh man.
It's been like this for about 20 years.
Gears and little screws and stuff are coming out the back, and just
you start smelling oil and gasoline.
And there's
I can feel roaches crawling in the seats.
And there's smoke coming out of the front. So
Are you sure this is safe?
Oh yeah. If it's unable to be fixed, it's definitely safe. Yep. That's my.
Few seconds after saying that, blow up. We all die.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, and the muffler. There's no muffler on this car anymore, so it's extremely.
Oh my word.
You make it to the riverbed. It takes you a while. Like, let's think. It takes about 40 minutes to get out there. It's up the mountain a little bit. And as I said, the
We
town...
barely made it up.
Yeah, the town is kind of down, then you kind of got to go up into the forested part. In this dry riverbed, you come out to it. It's pretty big. There's like a small layer of sand at the bottom of it, and then a lot of silt and just kind of muddy dirt. And if you go down far enough, it's all cracked and it's dried out. You do not, from where you are right now, you don't see any bodies of any kind.
Real quick, I'm just gonna whip out my camera and take a picture of the riverbed
Okay.
for the blog, of course.
For the blog.
And in case anyone, in case we get murdered out here, we got to keep documentation of where we were. So Stanley, you say you are a mechanic, or you are a mechanic?
I'm still a mechanic, yes.
Can you not fix trucks like the one you have right here?
This one's American. I don't know how to fix American cars.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So now, let's see. So now the rest of you guys, you come up to the riverbed. Do you notice? Are you going to specifically look for anything? Because you don't see the bodies at the moment.
I jump out the car, pick out cockroaches out of my pants, and start looking for anything weird.
All right. Make a spot hidden roll.
I failed.
Okay, cool. Good for you. So you start looking around, and I'm thinking about maybe changing the way I do spot hidden rolls.
I'm just going to grab some different dice. These ones are cursed.
That's the spirit. All right.
As it should be.
Yeah.
As it
should be. Yep. All right. So you start looking around the riverbed, and you see that there's this fine layer of dust near, like some weird grayish, powdery dust, in some odd-looking areas. Hey, no problem, thanks for joining, or however you pronounce that. And you come up to it, and you start looking around. You don't see any pink crustacean bodies. You don't really see anything but some weird little patches of this grayish silt or dust. What are the rest of you doing? Are you also...
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll also investigate the area.
Stanley Marsh, make a survival check.
Survival.
Oh wait, either survival or natural world, whichever one's higher.
Natural world. They're both the same. Failed.
Okay. And Thomas, you can. Thomas,
Ooh.
you can make a. What's your sciences that you have? You have chemistry, right?
Chemistry, physics, and biology.
You can use. Oh, actually, you can use biology.
All right.
All right, so Stanley, you look around. You don't really see anything at all. You don't even notice the silt. You're just kind of obliviously looking around, like, oh, there's nothing here, obviously.
Scratching my head with my shotgun.
Yep.
Is it unsafety or no?
There is. What's a safety?
Okay.
Scratching his head with the barrel directly on.
All right, I got a 21, by the way, David.
Finger on a trigger.
My sciences is a 44, so.
Good job. All right. You, however, see something.
Oh, boy.
You find this weird-looking footprint.
I'm going to, of course, take it.
It looks like there's, either 8 or 16. You can't really tell, because each little footprint looks almost like it's hooved almost, like two instead of just one, right? But it could be that each one is an individual foot, okay? So you look in the dirt and you see imprinted on the ground near the riverbed are these weird insect-like footprint, except it's like really, you know, it's a footprint. Normally an insect wouldn't be able to make a print like that. I think he just said he'll be right back. So I'm assuming that he kind of calls the rest of you guys over to check this out. So what do you guys think of this? You see, so you're looking for aliens. You already know that the things have been classified as some type of insectoid creatures. They're like 5 feet long. You've heard some words like pink and crustaceous, but also slimy. Some interesting and sometimes at odds with each other descriptors. And now you've found this set of either 8 or 16 prints, depending on how you interpret them.
I have returned. That was just a moment. So you said insect like things on the ground, like 16 or more of them?
It's either 8 or 16, depending on how you interpret what you're looking at.
I see. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. All right. What is your conclusion on that? I'm also saying that you called the other people to look at it as well.
Must have been a one-legged deer.
You know, hopping around on one leg.
How big are they? Are they just...
They look like they're around 5 to 6 feet up, you know, in total, if you look at them, and each individual print is let me think, is about 5 or 6 inches long.
Wow.
Pretty big.
I'd take a picture.
Okay.
I've never seen a creature that can make this kind of print.
How about deer? I mean, have you any hooved creature?
Well, deer don't have 5 or 6 inch long hooves.
Hey,
Well,
Thomas. It
yes.
occurs to you that this could be either man-made, like a hoax, or it could be an accidental thing, or as you're saying, something else that just happens to be here. And you look around, you don't see any other print that looks like this, so there's that too.
Yeah.
There are 6 sets, you know, and there were like 6 pink guys.
Oh, there's
You
8. There's
have-
8 sets actually.
Oh,
8.
Close enough, right? I mean, I think you might be onto something. This could very well be a hoax.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, my blog is going to be disappointing.
Oh, my blog's gonna be blown up, it seems. Aha! In your face. I'm kidding. No, I wouldn't.
Okay, so Jared would behoove you to figure all this out.
And these tracks don't lead anywhere, right?
No, it's just one. You have no idea if each one could even be like an individual. So depending on how you interpret it, maybe it's a bunch of creatures together, you know? Like, there's a lot of ways to look at it. From first off, you thought, oh, that's 8. There's 8 feet. Then you're like, wait, each of these little individual things could be a separate foot. So then it could be 16. And then if you look at it closer, you see that each of the 2 could be like little tiny alien men or something like that. And then now you've got 8 different creatures in this one area.
Can I follow the tracks to
But
see
the
where they
creatures-
lead?
The creatures are about 5 feet
Yes.
in length, is what they've said.
Yes, it does correspond to that. And what did you say, Elliot? What did you ask?
Can I follow the tracks to see where they lead?
It is 1. There's only 1.
1, so it just like landed and took off. All right then.
Dang, that one-legged deer must be extremely agile. I'm gonna stick to it. Can't prove me otherwise. Do you want
I
to
start
agree?
glaring at Thomas.
Okay, I see how it is.
Is there any things that might have fallen off, whatever took off here?
You could
Besides-
check. Let me see. What would that
Another spot hidden, which I'm definitely.
Did you boys find anything else, or is this all we found?
I found some like a residue of some sorts.
Where is it? Did you look at it or anything?
Yes, I did for a bit.
Maybe I should take a sample of this. I do have a few.
Can you show us where it is?
I take him to that area where there's that residue.
I'm gonna bend down. I'm gonna scoop up. I have like a glass vial from my bag. I'm gonna scoop up some. Put a little cork in it, shake it around just a moment, and stare at it.
Perfect. All right. So you've got some type of evidence. You don't really know what that is. And if you take it to a lab, you might discover some interesting things.
But if we were to taste it,
you could also. What if is that something you want to do?
That's not a good idea. I ran a scenario where my friends
I take my fingers like this. I pick up some and I lick it.
Oh my! Well, if it was anyone, it would have been Stanley.
That is real hillbilly of you to do that.
So you just pick up the dust and you eat it.
No, I'm not going to eat it. I'm going to like kind of taste it, just like dab it, just to see what it tastes like.
Who dies first, we know why.
Okay, cool. As it touches your tongue, your mouth kind of goes dry a little bit, which is something that's weird. And then it goes down. And then it doesn't taste very good. It tastes like dirt.
I spit it.
You spit it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tastes
your entire mouth is dry though. Like it's weird how it kind of sucked all the moisture out of your out of where you put it in your mouth.
Do either of you have some water? My mouth is just super dry all of a sudden.
Your tongue is swollen and it's difficult for you to talk as well. Make a sanity check.
Whoa. Hold on, could this be fail?
Oh wow, okay. I need dice then.
So, not really.
Could this be what dried up the river?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's where the sanity loss is mainly coming from.
Shopping cart harder. You said earlier you ran a scenario with something. I didn't...
Oh, no, I ran a scenario in this book of mine right here.
Ooh.
Nice.
With Shubnigroth. Usually drinking or eating random stuff you find in these are a horrible idea.
Yes. It's a good thing Stanley did. I'm kidding.
All right, you're taking 2 points of sanity damage, Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Can
too
you
bad.
imagine if he'd gone insane from just having his mouth?
As it went in your mouth, you felt it suck all the moisture out of your mouth. You immediately spit it out of your mouth, okay? It's still completely dry. And you think to yourself, this could be what dried up the river, and the sensation of this happening to you combines with the newfound knowledge of, wow, so this thing must have dried up the river. And it kind of compounds in your mind a little bit and kind of goes with whatever the occultic knowledge that you've had up to this point. And now you've lost some sanity points.
Do we have water with us?
Yes, you do.
I assume we packed it. All right, I'm gonna take a water bottle. I'm gonna drink half of it, and then I'm gonna take the other half and pour it on the stuff.
Okay.
Well, that's our water supply. What do you think you're doing, Stanley?
Just one water bottle. I think we'd have more than that.
Yeah, you have more than one. You have like a...
You're supposed to ration it, Stanley. What happened?
You drink some water. It makes the swollenness in your tongue kind of go away a little bit.
Yeah.
And you pour water onto the dust. And now there is no water.
Well,
Take a picture.
Okay.
Well, gang, looks like we got another mystery on our hands.
all right, let's split up.
So one thing that you notice is that it is getting really hot out all of a sudden. You remember it being cold and chilly earlier, but now that you're near the riverbed, the sun is coming down. It's getting later in the day, and it's getting warmer. Elliot, you bought a jacket, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. Are you still wearing it? Because you might feel
Yes.
the need to take it off right this second.
All right, I take it off and take off my sweater as well.
What are you drinking out of that Star Wars cup, Deathstroke 9? I am drinking ginger ale. Isn't that exciting for you, all you Coke lovers? You Coke heads? But yeah, ginger ale. That's what I'm drinking. Thank you for asking, by the way. I'm glad you're so interested in all of the things I'm eating, Mr. Purpose.
I wonder who that might be.
Yeah, this video was sponsored by Coca-Cola, obviously.
Some big
And Walmart and Chick-fil-A and what else is in here?
Chick-fil-A wasn't there.
Yeah, it was.
No.
Hold on.
He's about to pull out a bag, isn't he?
Nope. I'm drinking out of this the entire time.
And Peterson's Abominations, the book.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
use code PINKBUG to get 12% off your Coca-Cola orders and Chick-fil-A.
I hope one day maybe.
One day.
One day. Okay, for real though. Let's continue. You guys, you poured the water on the thing and it vanished. What are you planning on? Like that's not normal. Every single one of you loses 1 sanity point from watching that happen, especially since the dust is still completely dry.
I mean, like there are scientific explanations for that, but
Sponge.
Did it change at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay. This is strange. I'm gonna step on the substance.
Okay.
Good thing you're wearing shoes then. I would imagine if you step on it with bare feet, you'd probably
Get very cracked and calloused.
I will go to Mr. Marsh's car and try to look for a cockroach to throw on that dust. That's what would happen.
Okay. Make a dexterity check to see if you can catch a cockroach. Just like grab it.
78. That's a fail. Jeez.
Yeah, that's nasty. All right, you try to grab a cockroach and it pops in your hand.
Oh, well.
I mean, like it's something.
Right.
So you've got something. It's.
Elliot, what are you doing over there?
I tried to grab a cockroach, but now I got cockroach intestines on my hand.
All right, I'm stepping into the substance.
Okay, so whatever your shoe, the bottom of your shoe is very dry now.
Okay. I'm not gonna like sink into it or anything.
No, you didn't sink into it.
Okay.
That would have been a good idea, though.
I'm gonna flick the cockroach innards onto the substance.
They wither as all the moisture sucked out of them.
Okay, I think we figured this out enough. I think we should look for more clues. Hold on, I have an idea. We could use this substance and like we could have it so that when you wash your hands, it also dries your hands. You're like a you know.
Possible side effects may include total dehydration of the body and you might die. But hey, dry hands, right?
Exactly.
13 necrotic damage to the hands.
All right, I'm gonna continue looking around for anything else.
Nevin's Purpose says now on sale at your local Walmart.
Okay, yeah, he Papa Roach. We've got jokes about Papa Roach now. Literal pop a roach. Okay. This is my last resort. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm glad everyone got that reference. Good for you. I don't know why I'm going off on this tangent. Let's go back to what we're doing. Okay.
Yeah, let's get back to the game.
All right. You guys, you do not really see anything else when you look around, and you don't see much else in this area.
Which direction are the footprints pointing?
Impossible to tell. Although technically you can tell that it's in one of two directions, right? So they're kind of there's kind of like one row and then another row, like in lines, basically. So it could either be facing
parallel with the river, or does it like face like to the woods and then to the other side?
The second option, to the woods and then to the other side.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing.
It's getting later at night. Or not at night, but it's getting later in the day. It's getting, you've been out here for a couple hours now.
Should we go back and come back tomorrow?
Yes.
Try to search for more answers inside the town?
Let us do that.
Onward and upward, my friend. I don't know why I said that.
Suddenly you see a car coming driving up this area. It's like a minivan.
Like on the road or in the lake? Or the river?
On the road up to the lake.
Do I see anybody in there? Like,
no, it has no one in it. Just kidding. Yes.
Probably hide in the bushes.
is it those pink guys?
The windows are tinted. It's kind of difficult to tell, but it looks like there's a really like a 6.5 foot tall guy driving, and there's at least 5 other guys in the car.
No.
I'm gonna get jumped, aren't I?
I wave my shotgun in the air like a Tusken Raider.
They pull up, and the big guy gets out of the car. What are you losers doing here?
I don't see any losers. Look in a mirror right now.
Roasted, you pink guys.
They're no longer in pink jumpsuits, just so you know.
Are we near the substance still?
Yeah,
no.
yeah. And there's a few patches of it.
I'm gonna take my water bottle and fill it up with the stuff.
I lean into Thomas and I'm like, be ready to throw this in their face.
Yep.
The guy's coming up to you and he's like, "Can't we just I'm sure you're here for the same reason we're here. We're looking to see if there's any truth to the stories that have been told."
No.
No.
You're not here just for fun, like.
No, I mean we were messing around with the costumes and stuff, but I mean we're actually trying to see if there's any credibility to it.
Hey,
we almost
Elliot.
joined the raid on Area 51 that happened a while ago, but there was like this big worldwide call or something like that, but weren't able to make it.
Elliot, what is the name of your blog? I'm wondering if maybe these guys have heard of it.
Strange World Mysteries of the Unknown and everything else
Do you
like that.
Do you mention that? Do you mention that name to them?
Yeah, I gotta write that down. Longest name ever.
Strange World Mysteries of the Unknown and other things.
All right.
People that no one knows about.
Secret UN people that no one knows about, Busters.
Okay. You guys tell that to the guy, and he's like, "Oh, I've actually read some of your posts. I'm actually a huge fan of yours." Wait a minute. Hold it. Man, you look totally different than your profile picture looks, man.
Yeah, I chose Captain Levi from Attack on Titan.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you actually looked like in real life.
Looks like an anime.
I thought you were actually an anime person. You can't really tell if he's joking or not. You hope he is. You hope it's a joke. You kind of assume it's a joke, but he looks so dead serious that it's like, what? So anyway, he's like, yeah. So we live near Arkham. Me and my friends, we were rejected from attending Miskatonic University. We definitely look up to you and your success story and the blog that you do. And we used to be 7 people, and one of us went missing, and so we're trying to figure out if there's any credibility to the paranormal. Also, Thomas Vale, you're a freaking idiot.
Thank you.
I know you now too.
I turn towards Thomas and I give him a smirk.
I know your work. Wait a minute, you're the other blogger. There's like 2. There's only 2 that do this stuff on the paranormal, and you're the other one.
Hey, what's your favorite article of mine?
The one that you did about the what was it called? The mummies in the pyramids.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how the spells that they did actually could possibly recreate living tissue, but it technically wouldn't bring a true soul back. So it's a husk of its true self and all this other stuff, you know. That was a good
I smirk at Thomas again.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Joe.
Joe who?
My name is Young.
It's like...
My name is Young Joe.
There it is. There it is.
My uncle is Old Joe.
He has a fine establishment in this here town.
Yeah, we gave him a 5-star rating.
Yes, as you should. It's the cockroaches really add to the atmosphere of that place.
They do, don't they?
Yes. Hey, tell me, how do you feel about this weird gray substance we found on the ground?
Toss in his face.
So are you guys? So what is your plan here? Are you trying to get him to touch the substance, or like?
I'm almost curious.
I don't know. He's just a test subject.
Is that right?
Bring forth the runt of your group.
Okay.
Be sacrificed.
Okay. If that's your actual goal, is to test the dust on like human flesh, is that what you're trying to do?
I mean, like, we kind of already did that.
You noticed something though, Stanley. You picked it up, but your hand isn't dry. Only when you put it in your mouth, only when it penetrated through the actual epidermal layer of your body did it do something to you. If that makes sense.
Oh,
So
only when it touches moisture on something, it'll dry up. It's neat.
Plan? We have no plan. The man looks at you and he's like, "What grade dust?"
This stuff over here on the ground.
Oh no, we were looking for the bodies. Who cares about stupid dust?
Well, we think this stuff has something to do with it.
Has something to do with what?
Everything.
Oh, I'm not following.
It's the key to all of this.
Oh, I still don't get it.
Here, take some. I hold out the bottle and I put some on his hand.
He takes it. It doesn't seem to be doing anything to his hand.
If you put it in your eyes, it gives you night vision for 3 seconds.
No, you don't listen to this crazy man. He hates
vision?
people. No. If you put it in your mouth,
Why are you
What do you
listening
think
to
I'm
him?
able to see out here with these glasses?
eye up your mouth. We think it may be what dried up this river here.
So what did you just tell me? You want me to put it in my mouth?
That's what I did. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm just saying if you want to
I don't get
see what it does.
I don't understand. Why does dust mean no river?
Because it sucks up moisture.
You ever do the cinnamon challenge?
Oh yeah.
He takes the thing, all of it.
No. Just take a little taste. You don't need much.
He spits it out immediately. And what did you do to me?
I hand him I hand a water bottle.
The water bottle filled with the dust, or
No, an actual water
How
bottle.
dark is it out that he could actually tell the difference?
He looks like he might be so mentally disturbed that he wouldn't tell the difference by this point.
here's my blog
Hand him the water
to this
bottle.
poor guy.
All right, so he takes the actual water and chugs it down.
I told you, I think it's what dried up this lake. Or river.
All right, that's not natural. We should burn it.
No,
How do you know it's not super flammable and it's in a forest?
No, it probably is very flammable. We should burn it. He goes, he's like, we should definitely burn it.
Have you guys found anything yet?
Us? No, we just got here. We've been busy talking to you. And that idiot Thomas Vale.
Okay.
Well, how about you people stay here for the rest of the night? We're going to go back into town and find out anything we can, and we'll meet back here in the morning.
Wait, you want us to stay here all night?
Yes, that's the best place to be.
Yes.
Okay.
You
Guys,
see, these people.
we did bring it. We actually did bring camping equipment. That was our plan.
All right.
Guys, come on.
you guys-
The other men, one of them still in a pink jumpsuit, get out of the car and they start setting up stuff. And he's like, all right, so you're going to come back here in the morning and we can compare
Yeah.
notes and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you gonna leave now?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Where are you going now?
If we don't find them in the morning, no, we're gonna find the shriveled remains. Just watch. One of them's at least gonna try and eat it all.
All right. Yeah. We're gonna go back into the town.
Okay. So you drive them back. You notice that the mail has already been. The mail has come.
Oh, I checked the mail.
There is a letter from the guy.
I opened it.
Okay. Are they with you? Are you gonna do it in front of them and stuff? You gonna tell them?
No, I'm gonna wait. Actually, yeah, I'll wait until tonight when they're asleep, and I'm gonna read it.
All right.
I put it with the other letter in my pocket.
Okay, so you guys go back to the house. You didn't find much. You found a little bit of evidence. Actually, one last thing. You all now understood what the dust did. You should each take 1 point of sanity damage from that.
Yep.
Just from, like, how... Like, it didn't even look like it was actually absorbing anything. And obviously you're thinking to yourself, or specifically Thomas, you're thinking it must just be some type of polymer that's extremely strong, can absorb a lot without, like, you know, changing. Needs more, obviously. But the other two, you're not so sure. It seems almost unnatural, something paranormal. Nevertheless, all of you got a little bit mentally hurt from that. And I know Elliot professed he wants to do tomorrow. Do you have anything to say about that before you go to bed?
You know, the sanitarium probably just has crazy people there. They probably don't know what they're talking about. There's no reason we should there, right? We probably don't know much there.
You don't want to go there because you're afraid they're gonna want to keep you there. That's what it sounded like. With come on, give us the points. You're rambling. You're stumbling. Tell us what you.
Well, I don't want to go there. I have there's reasons, personal reasons. Somebody very dear to me is in that asylum.
Why wouldn't you want to see them?
Because they're in an asylum.
Yeah, they're probably just a
Kind
husk of themselves, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I could wait outside while you guys go in there tomorrow. It's no big deal. Yeah.
I mean, we won't do it tomorrow because we got to go and meet those strange men again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you could do
The
both.
pink guy, the
You could
pink
do both.
crew.
Pink guys.
Yeah, we need to go and find them first.
One
'Cause
reason,
we couldn't-
a little out of character, a little bit metagamey, but I'm just letting you guys know. One reason these days are going by kind of fast is because we need to let the letters the letters are kind of important, just so you know, Stanley. So that's just why we're saying, all right, after you do one or two things, then we're gonna come back and we'll
Okay.
do a cycle. Now you've got a letter, obviously. The letter actually has like a package with it.
Okay.
And the other two, let me think. I mean, technically, you guys could make. Which one of you has higher spot hidden? Thomas or Elliot?
I have a 45.
I have a 55.
Okay, Thomas, make a spot hidden to see if you notice Stanley Marsh's package.
Well, that's a 65, so no.
Okay. You think that Stanley Marsh just went in, like, he went to the post office and then he came back. You don't notice that he has, like, something under his jacket almost. You just are like, oh, there's no mail. That's too bad. Okay, you guys make it back to the shack, the Stanley's repair shop, mechanic store.
I write my blog for today.
All right, what exactly do you say? Summarize the day for us.
We didn't find much, but I found some fans, and we found a strange substance.
Band meetup in dried up lake near strange substance.
I too will be writing.
What's your perspective on the day?
Went out to dried up riverbank. Found a few tracks of some kind, almost hooved like a deer or cow or generic animal species with hooves. Found some weird men in pink suits. Maybe they were a part of the hoax. Who knows? They did dress up like these creatures that I have heard about, or at least dressed up like a creature. And we also found a very strong polymer, like substance like silt, almost. That's hyper absorbent. But other than that, disproven. Nothing here. Not
Then
yet.
after disproving, he rants on about how he's being called an idiot by the pink guys.
Yeah. Goes on like a 5-page essay on why these people are wrong.
I've done this, that, and the other, and these, and this. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. All right. You guys, so you're gonna go to bed now, I assume.
Yeah. Actually,
your original blog posts have gotten a lot more views and stuff. What were you going to say, Thomas?
out of character, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, take your time. All right. While he's gone, I guess Stanley, you can read the letter. I'm assuming you guys are going to sleep, right, Elliot?
Yes.
Okay. Back to the couch with you. Stanley, you're gonna open the letter and the package now.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see if I can get a more accurate letter for you. One moment.
Well, that was a wasted good roll. I rolled an 18 for nothing.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. He also has sent you a number of photographs as well.
Oh, interesting.
So, you now have first a photograph of the mouth of a cave. Okay, that's the first thing you have. The mouth of a woodland cave with a boulder kind of in front of the cave itself. It looks like the tomb of Jesus, almost, or what you'd expect that to look like. On the bare ground in front of it, you can just discern a dense network of curious tracks.
Okay. Do they look like the ones that we saw before?
You go and take a magnifier and you start looking closer at it. and it's you are uneasily sure that they do seem to be very much like the tracks that you found at the riverbank.
Okay.
And let's see. All right, so then there's a few other pictures. Three are of swamp and hill scenes, which seem to bear traces of a hidden and unwholesome Tennessee. And another is of a queer mark in the ground near Achilles' actual house.
Okay.
And he mentions in his letter that he has dogs, and they keep getting woken up at night. And then you have one picture of Achilles himself. He's an older man. He looks very slim, kind of gaunt, but he's smiling. It looks like it might have been a little bit. Maybe taken a little while before all this started. And he has 3 dogs near him, and he's sitting on the front porch of a pretty large, country house type place, which is in the middle of the mountain. So he starts going into details about stuff. Long accounts of monstrous pink forms spied in thickets at twilight on the hills, and a terrible cosmic narrative derived from the application of profound and varied scholarship to the endless bygone discourses of the mad self-styled spy who had killed himself. And you are being faced with names which you have read in some of your books, like the blasphemous Necronomicon of the mad Arab Abdul al-Hazred. You are starting to link certain things in here with some of the most blood-curdling and blasphemous whispers of things that had had a kind of mad existence before the Earth, before your solar system was even made, according to some of these books. You're faced with names like Yuggoth, Great Cthulhu, Yog-Sothoth, R'lyeh, Narlet Hotep, Azathoth, Hastur, Leng, the Lake of Hali, Bethmora, the Yellow Sign, Bran, and the Magnum Innominatium. Something like that. All different things. And he goes on and on and on, connecting all types of stuff together, okay? A lot of things that you've read before. And then, aside from those, you have a phonograph. I'm assuming that you have some type of way to play this in your house. You would hope so. It would be like a record player.
Oh, okay, yeah. I have a record player in my garage that I use when I'm fixing cars.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back, Thomas.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You missed a bunch of important things.
Oh, frick.
All right, Stanley, this is not something that you will forget quickly. I'm going to warn you of that. Are you still going to listen to it?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been waiting for this my entire life.
Okay. First off, you hear some indistinguishable sounds, okay? Things that you really can't even understand what they are.
Okay.
Then you hear a cultivated human voice talking. So, the Lord of the Woods, even to... Then it cuts out. Then it comes back on. And the gifts of the men of Leng. So from the wells of night to the gulfs of space, and from the gulfs of space to the wells of night, ever the praises of great Cthulhu, of him who is not to be named, ever their praises and abundance to the goat of the woods. I, Vatagen, the goat with 1,000 young. And then you hear something which causes you complete shock. A strange buzzing noise, okay? And yet it is an imitation of human speech. And I can't even really... it's this strange buzzing vibration noise. Sounds
Is it like the stuff smokers use that they hold up to their throats and the buzzing helps them talk?
Yeah, sure, yeah. There's like a zzz, but it's like it's making human speech out of it. And it says, I shall the goat of the woods with 1,000 young. Then the human voice continues. And it has come to pass that this lord of the woods being... Then his voice cuts out and comes back in. 7 and 9. Down the onyx steps. His voice cuts out and comes back. Tributes to him in the gulf Azathoth. He of whom thou hast taught us marvels. Cuts out. On the wings of night out beyond space. Out beyond the... Cuts out. To that whereof Yuggoth is the youngest child, rolling alone in the black ether at the rim. Now, you think about this, all right? And you relate it to other things that you've read before. You have occult, right? Some skill in occult.
Yes. Hold on. No, I didn't put any points into it.
Okay, make an occult roll.
I should have, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't think of it.
You mean the guy who's obsessed with cult and is almost paranoid about cult stuff?
Yeah, I failed.
You failed? Okay.
There's no points into a cult.
Why did I not put any points in it?
You could use luck to fix it if you wanted.
I'd be using quite a bit of luck.
Okay, you don't need to. All right. All right.
My cult is 5, and I rolled 35, so I'd have to use 30 luck points.
All right. If yeah, you don't have to. Then the buzzing voice comes back, and this voice is nearly driving you insane. Just the fact that this voice exists in the first place.
Yeah, I can imagine the voice from.
Go out among men and find the ways thereof, that he in the gulf may know. To Nyarlathotep Hotep, mighty messenger, must all things be told. And he shall put on the semblance of men, the waxen mask, and the robe that hides. And come down from the world of 7 suns to mock. And then it kind of cuts out again. Then the human voice comes back. Nyarlathotep, great messenger, bringer of great joy to Yuggoth through the void, father of the million favored ones, stalker among... The record cuts off, and that is the end of what was recorded. However, the buzzing voice itself and the horrible revelations that come with it are causing you to kind of go into shock. Make a sanity check.
Success.
Success? Okay.
Yep.
You take 4 points of sanity damage. The buzzing noise should not exist. Like that imitating human speech is... The feeble, fiendish buzzing almost sounds as though it's reaching out for you. It's like the drone of some loathsome, gigantic insect ponderously shaped into the articulate speech of an alien species. And you are perfectly certain that the organs producing it can have no resemblance to the vocal organs of man, or indeed to any mammal known to mankind. Yeah. So, there's that. Are you guys going to come back, Elliot, Thomas? At any point?
I'm here.
You're still here?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so, yeah. Stanley, all that happened. do you have any questions or things that you want to pursue as the night goes on? Although keep in mind, this will mean that you will have gotten no rest. You've already wasted a lot of time of the night. You could just spend the whole night feverishly flipping through books. How is the sanity loss manifested in your character, by the way? Like, so you lost 4 points of sanity. What do you do?
I'm just gonna repeatedly play the record over and over.
Okay.
Just try and reason through everything.
Okay. You do that
And make sure that noise, and to just make sure that, and see if it was actually something real.
Yeah, that is the main thing that you're thinking to yourself, is it could be fake, right? You know, like it could be not true, or it could be like produced or created. But you definitely sounded real. Although you wonder how Henry got this. Like, how did he obtain this information? He also said, "If please let me know what you think. If you have."
Yeah, I'm definitely writing him a letter.
And he said that he has further information about the history of the creatures if you so wish to learn it. He once again cautioned you against ever coming to visit him, though.
Okay. Well,
For now.
I'm going to write a letter to him, telling him how insane it was that with all of the stuff that I've seen. I'm going to tell him about the riverbed and the strange substance that we found that sucks up moisture, and the footprints that we found that I believe to be the same in the photograph. And I'll just continue rambling on about how strange the record was.
Okay.
And yes, I'm gonna go drink a lot of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna bring bring the entire cooler out into the garage.
Okay.
Gone back to 12 bottles a day.
Just drink all of the stuff that's in there while I listen to the tapes.
Wow.
And then I'll take the letter to the post office while there's still stuff.
Yeah, at like 6 in the morning, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'll return back and cook them some nice bacon for breakfast.
From wild hogs.
Yes.
You guys wake up to the sound of sizzling bacon. It almost sounds like a buzzing noise, just a little.
No. Nah, I don't know about that. Wow.
All right, you wake up. Sizzling bacon. Oh yeah, what you gonna do?
Watch. If we walk up to him, he's going to be sizzling his hand.
Oh my gosh. Hey, that's not the bacon I asked for. Get that out of there and get me some real bacon.
All right, for real, you guys wake up and he comes into the room.
By the way, there is the back of my truck. It has a tarp over it, and I haven't showed you what's in the back in the bed of my truck.
Huh.
It's bodies, isn't it?
Okay then.
I'm just gonna say that I have a.
All right. There we go.
It's unimportant, but it'll. Yeah.
It might be useful in the future.
No, it's not useful. It's mainly a joke. If you.
Interesting. Okay.
I go up to Stanley. I'm like, "Hey, what's in that tarp at the back of your truck?"
Hey, I too am intrigued by this tarp that is over in the back of your truck.
That we all just noticed.
It's just some hunting stuff back there.
We should take the tarp off the back of his truck. That would definitely be good. So tell me, how do you like the bacon?
How do you guys like your bacon?
Crispy.
Okay.
Yeah, crispy's pretty good.
Yeah, make them crispy bacon. Thick or thin?
That's. I like
Either.
it thick.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me.
I just give them like a 2-inch slab of bacon.
Well, heart disease, here I come.
Okay. Cool. Okay, it's a little bit difficult, a little tricky biting through that. That greasy.
I didn't expect it to be 2 inches.
It's like hardtack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Swallowing it.
You guys, you've woken up. What now? So
I'm gonna check the back of the truck.
Okay, yeah.
I'm intrigued.
I look somewhat disturbed, by the way.
Gee. Yeah, you come in, and at first you're like smiling. You're like, yeah,
I'm
everything's
just like, good morning, guys.
yeah, you're way too excited, and then after you give it to them, and then you're back to like your brooding, and you're like,
Hey Stanley, don't you just love the sound of sizzling bacon in the morning? You know, the nice buzzing, sizzling noise that comes with it? Sure smells good too, right?
oh gosh, okay.
You feeling okay?
The casetas are out early
Probably
this
go
year.
and check
Yes,
on.
the potatoes are out.
We should probably go check on the pink guys. And
Guys.
Maybe I'll
tomorrow
try
we'll
it
go
out.
to the mental hospital. And I might check myself in. So
Wait, can you run that past me again?
no, it's unimportant. Let's. You guys want to go? Is there anywhere you want to go?
Go.
Penitentiary. Let's go to the penitentiary.
So first you're gonna go to the riverbed to check the guys first.
Where are we going first? I think we should check on the guys first.
Yeah, I mean,
We go there and they're all shriveled out.
oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So you guys pile into the truck, and you head on out. And eventually you make it back to the. So wait a minute, Stanley, are you going to put any money with the mail?
Yes.
How much?
Another 20.
Okay. Let me think about this. All right, you guys all get into the truck and you drive over, and you make it to the to the riverbed, and you see the tents.
Oh no.
And that's so
Yeah, that's
we
it.
call it young Joe. You all right?
That sounds like a rapper name.
Young Joe.
Young Joe.
Okay. There is no response.
I'm gonna go check.
I take my shotgun and run towards the tents.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll love that.
You take your shotgun and run toward the tents.
Just a very disturbed man runs out of his old pickup truck and runs with a shotgun towards some tents in the middle of a dried up riverbed.
Stanley, have you lost your mind?
All right.
Yep.
I'll help you find it.
It's very chilly out. You run up and you make it to the tent. Are you gonna try to open it up?
There's just one tent.
Yes.
How did 6 guys all get in one tent?
It's a very large tent.
Do I see anything in it?
Are you gonna open it?
Do I see any like shadows or anything in
It looks like there's some stuff in there, but it might just be sleeping bags. You can't tell.
Is anyone in there? I call out. Anyone in there?
You hear a buzzing noise.
No.
Is it just him who hears it?
Thomas, Elliot, can you guys open this?
Sure. I mean, it's probably just sleeping guys or cicadas
Open this
in
for
there.
me.
I'm gonna open the flaps.
Be very careful.
All right.
Right up there.
All
Open
right,
the flaps
you
wide
walk
open.
up. You walk up slowly. It's very, very, very slowly walk up, and you're very like all these different thoughts are running through your mind. You walk up, and you take the lower. You unzip it. Do you do it fast or slow?
Fast.
All right, you go zzz, and then
Yeah.
you lift it open. Light comes down and shines on the very pale face of young Joe.
Young Joe.
But young Joe opens his eyes,
Okay.
and he stops snoring, which was making the buzzing noises. And he looks at you, and he's like, "What the hell? Hey,
Oh, not hell. Thomas.
Thomas, you idiot! Why are you waking me up?"
Because we have work to do, and you told us we should come check
Are
into it.
friends all in there with him?
You don't see any other sleeping bag in there.
Joe, where are your friends?
They're in the other tents.
There were other tents.
I look around.
There are no
Again.
other tents.
Joe, there are no other tents. Is the van nearby?
Yeah, the van's still there, but there are no tents other than his.
Joe, there are no other tents.
No, there are tents. There's most definitely other tents. We put up one for each of us. What don't you understand about
Joe,
that?
look around. There's no other tents here, Joe.
I'm gonna check the back of their van to see if he's like telling the truth for like the packages of the other tents.
Okay. You're specifically checking for packages.
Yeah, like the boxes and bags for the tents.
You look in the window of the minivan, and you see there are boxes and other stuff. It does look like there were multiple tents, and you don't see the other guys anywhere.
I'm gonna check the boxes.
You gotta like break into their car to do that.
Hey, young Joe, can you open up the car?
What?
Mr. Joe, there's
Is
no
this
other
some kind of
tents here.
joke?
I mean, like you were playing a joke on us 2 days ago, or
Is this
yeah,
some kind
no,
of
that was yesterday.
Is this some kind of sick joke? What's wrong with you? Where are my friends? What'd you do with them? Huh?
We didn't do anything with them. They obviously disappeared, just like the rest of the people around
He
here.
stands up. He's in pink pajamas. Ugh. And he kind of cracks his knuckles and he looks at you guys and he's like, all right, someone's going to pay for this. There should be other tents here, and there are no other tents here.
I point my shotgun at him.
Get that thing out of my face.
I grabbed the shotgun and I kind of lower it
We're
down.
on your
I'm like-
side. We're on your side.
I'm gonna check the mound of the dust.
Is there more dust? I wonder.
How's the mound of dust doing?
The mound of dust is still there. There's multiple piles of dust still around. There's just no other tents. There are, if you look closer, there are the outlines of where the other tents would be, but there are no other tents. It's like they've just vanished.
Vanished without a trace.
Are there any footprints anywhere?
Tents.
Footprints? Yes, there are footprints. There are footprints of the different people. Yeah.
Where do they lead?
They're only around the campsite and they lead to the car. They're not super, they're kind of faint, but you know, there's one thing that you do notice. In fact, let me ask, I need to check for this. Let me see what we've got here. 1 second. Let me find what the different checks are. All right, I'm going to need you to make a spot hidden Thomas.
29. Mine is 55, so that is a success.
Yeah, you notice that there's a lot more piles of dust than there were last time. About 5 new piles of dust.
Hmm.
Oh no.
There's 5 people missing. Right? There were 6 of them. Stanley, Elliot, if I'm correct, there were 6 of these guys, right? And now there's 5 more piles of dust.
You all need to make a sanity check for everybody.
Another one bites the dust.
Yeah,
Okay,
yep. All right, let me know if you succeed or fail at the sanity.
That was close. I have 58, and I rolled 50.
So you succeeded. Okay, I'm gonna roll your.
I've horribly failed.
Okay, is that a? All right, Ryan, you take 4 points of sanity damage.
Wow.
And you say you horribly failed. What exactly does that mean?
I rolled a 46 and my sanity is a 28.
Your sanity is a 28.
Oh no. Okay. All right, you're gonna take 4 points as well. And
I got 6 out of 57, so it's like a hard success.
hard success. Okay.
That's more of an extreme success.
Only 1
Or-
point.
Yay! I'm not going as insane as I was before.
Yeah, no, you're getting almost indoctrinated to it, you know?
Oh no.
It's almost like another one bites the dust reference. It's hilarious. Okay. But yeah, it's like you just had all this crazy stuff happen last night, and this happened today, and it's almost like, nope, who even cares? No one cares. It's 1 point of sanity damage. That's it. Now, Elliot and
I'm
Thomas.
still thinking of that weird sound.
Elliot and Thomas, you're both freaking the heck out. First of all, great content for your blog. But second, what the heck is going on? Like, something definitely is wrong here.
I'm now very shaking, and I pull out my phone, take some pictures of the dust.
Well, this is proper. This is
I just realized something.
Explained.
Yeah, what?
Right?
I just realized something. If you get the dust on your hands, you can't wash it off.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. So I'm also going to take a picture of it, but in my head, I'm just kind of thinking, this shouldn't be possible. I mean, there's plenty of things. They could be pulling a prank. They could have gathered the dust, put it over here. They could have made more dust. I mean,
Go over to one of the piles of dust and start digging.
Get it in your eyes by accident.
See if there's anything below it.
just getting it in your
Okay, so you take the dust. Do you have a shovel even
I guess I would have one.
in the truck? Okay, you go back to the pickup truck. You get your shovel that's like strapped to the side of the truck. You take it. You come back and you start digging. Okay. Do you dig up the dust itself?
Yes.
Okay. Underneath the dust is dirt.
Dang it.
What's underneath the dirt?
If you go
How much
further,
dust?
there's more dirt.
How much dust was there?
Not a lot. Each little pile is like a small pile of ashy white dust.
You know, this reminds me about the Gardner residence mystery. My first article.
Tell me more, Elliot. If
You know that random. You know where that water plant was built, 15 miles outside of Arkham.
Yes.
Yeah, there was like a house there before, and then like everyone just suddenly went missing, and there was like a huge white area. And there was only like one survivor, but he doesn't want to talk to me. They found the bodies of like one of the guys who live nearby and the sheriff. It's strange. You think the government could have like got rid of him?
I suppose that is a plausible answer, more plausible than any supernatural cause. Paranormal.
Yeah, but like the supernatural part is where like
Supernatural cause. Paranormal.
yeah, but like the supernatural part is where like there was absolutely zero color. What if something like this?
I think you might be onto something. Young Joe,
Yes. Yes.
do you have friends of...
You idiot man. Yes.
Thank you. Were your friends possibly the type to play pranks?
Yeah, on other people, not on me.
So you're saying not
young
even
Joe, young Joe, do you have their phone numbers?
Yes.
Can you call them?
He takes out his phone, and he types in a number, and he holds it to his ear. And it's just ringing.
Do we hear a ringtone anywhere?
It's ringing. And you do hear the ringtone, yes. Then suddenly it picks up. and all you can hear is zzz,
Oh,
Ah,
zzz,
ah, ah.
zzz,
what a bumblebee on the phone. What the heck is this?
I don't like that.
Then you hear a weird metallic noise. Sounds almost like two huge magnets being hit together or something like that. Something very weird sounding. Then you hear a scream. Ah! And then the line goes out. And the guy's like, "What are you guys doing? You're doing something."
I walk over to the footprints, just completely distraught.
Okay. You have no... He tries calling another number, and none of the other numbers are working. Last night, the only weird thing that happened was there was a bright flash of light.
Right? Flash of... Hey, Elliot, that kind of reminds me of something. When we were on the way here, it was kind of weird.
You saw it too?
So you're saying I wasn't... Oh, yes. I thought
You
I
guys
was...
realized that you both had experienced this flash of light covering your vision. Stanley, did you tell them about the newspaper that said the flash of light was part of the paranormal phenomena?
I don't remember about that. Forgot about that. I told.
You tell them?
Yes.
All three of you take 1 point of sanity damage.
Of course.
Oh, I'm just going down.
Hey, I'll take one, but only if Joe also takes one.
Yeah, no, okay. Joe takes one, sure.
I'm joking. Joe would have no reason to take one.
Joe's just out already. He
started
with
with zero.
0 power and 0 intelligence.
Good. As he should.
I'm joking, by the way. That's not true. I don't have his stats. He was a yeah.
Young Joe.
It's pretty funny how that worked out. There was a different character. He's young Joe. There was a different character that was going to be kind of like him, and the people in the Walmart were kind of just brought up on the spot because you said you're going to a Walmart, and then they had to get like put together because it worked better that way. So
As
yeah,
it should be.
as it should, yes. All is as it should be. Anyway, now you guys have discovered some very insane stuff. What's next?
I have a plan.
Speaking of insane, you guys said you wanted to go to the sanitarium. I suppose I'd be up for visiting it now.
Well, let us go to the sanitarium next.
Okay.
Young Joe, you coming with us?
Do we need to check him in?
Yeah, we might need to check him in.
Wait. What do you mean, check me in?
Never mind.
No, he meant check you out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What?
You're welcome.
Never mind. Let's just go.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna go.
Check me in, but check out.
Yeah.
I'm missing
get it.
something. You can't.
No.
You can't buy me.
We're going
Get
to
in the car.
McDonald's.
In the car.
Okay, you guys get in the car. You're just gonna leave him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive there. I'm gonna drive Joe's van.
Oh, you're taking Joe's van.
Yeah.
You just drive off.
I don't trust Stanley's truck.
Oh, okay. You see. So he didn't necessarily give you the keys to his van or anything like that. So you would have to steal them.
No, I'm not gonna steal him. I'm just gonna say, get in the van. I'm driving.
Oh, okay. He listens to that. He just follows you right in the van. Thank you, Martin. I'm glad you think so. We're definitely having fun. So
I'm gonna drive
or at
off.
least I am. Are you guys having fun?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. Yeah, as I said, we're gonna stop at like 8:30. So in like 30 minutes. I highly doubt we're gonna finish in that amount of time, but we'll see. So you guys are driving back, right?
Should I roll a drive auto?
No, you can drive.
All right.
Drive auto would be if you're in like some type of situation of distress, or if like you're trying to drive while we're
An
fighting.
unfamiliar vehicle.
Well, that would work. Although that might turn into like operate heavy machinery type role.
Yeah.
It would be more along the lines of like if you're trying to fend off a cultist with a knife and they're like fighting you and you're trying to drive at the same time, you know. So yeah. Anyway, and no, we don't. There's no such thing as a one-shot. Things are what they seem. We try every time. Never works out that way. All right. Now, you guys are going to the sanitarium specifically.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the post office first.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm getting awfully suspicious of Stanley's post office exploit. Just
So you head to the post office and you
I
go
have
in.
a pen pal.
Say that again.
I have a pen pal from Russia.
Okay. Do you accept this, Thomas? A pen pal from Russia? His name's
Smirnoff.
what's his name? Stanley.
Stand low.
Miles. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought
Miles.
it was, yeah, I thought it was Miles.
Miles.
Okay.
All those together.
Wait. What's the Russian guy's name?
Miles Stalin.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah. We once did a session where his character was Miles Stalin.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And so now it's
Hey,
Joseph Stalin's long lost brother.
yeah. Yep. Not very funny, but yeah.
As much as I don't believe you, Stanley, I'm gonna assume you just don't want us seeing your packages, and it's okay. You can like whatever magazines you want to like. I'm not bothered by it.
Well, thank you for not
Magazine Day.
being very bothered by it. All right.
Nudie Magazine Day.
Walks in.
Okay. Stanley, you go and get your letters.
You mean my magazines?
Yes, your magazines.
Magazines.
Yeah, giant winking. Yeah. Okay. You get your magazines. Yes, Naven's Purpose. Yes, you can. That should be an added thing on the Patreon. People who join could be like higher on the list of people to play with or something like that. That would be interesting.
Have a higher chance to play.
Yeah. Although, I mean, I'm kind of recruiting.
I mean,
all
like
the
this.
time. And you,
Believe.
yeah. But yeah, you also have to be good at playing. So yeah.
Wow.
Do I have any mail?
Yes, you do. These letters come pretty quickly. Yes, you have another letter from the guy.
Wait, we should try and like stalk out the post office one time. Oh wait, I don't know
The
this.
one taking and delivering.
All right. So you find the letter, you take it, you put it in your pocket or like in your jacket and hide it. Then you guys all make it back to or you're going to the sanitarium, right?
Yes.
Yes, but this is out of character. I'm gonna go refill on Coke
Okay.
That's
and
one.
probably use the bathroom and get some food.
Okay. Take your time. Alrighty. At the sanitarium, I'm assuming we'll need Elliot there because Thomas is kind of all right. We can just wait.
In time for a brief interval.
I'll read the letter in the post office.
In fact, you know what? We're gonna do. We'll do the giveaway thing right now. Okay. So here's how this is gonna work. Actually, you know what? I'll be right back. Can I be right back? 2 seconds.
Sure.
Yeah. Let me just mute. Be right back.
And then there were two, Stanley.
Hey, Mom!
What's in the
I
back
wonder
of
if
your
he muted the stream.
Procrastinator?
Yeah.
I wonder if he muted the stream or not. I wonder. What's up, people?
It's hello once again, audience. Welcome to Beyond the Veil, the podcast web series. Here we're discussing various paranormal activities that are definitely not paranormal.
Yes.
And also, what if we did a quick recap? I'm kidding. No, that would be interesting though. I don't know if it's still live, but
Well, let's act like it is.
let's act like it is. Yes, of course.
Welcome back to another episode of Conspiracy Theory.
Conspiracy theories. Conspiracy theory that dust, not dust, illegal drugs sold from an alien spaceship. Checkmate, atheists. Conspiracy theory. What if these hoofed creatures are actually just one-legged crabs? Conspiracy theory. Stanley is Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
How'd you know?
Atheists. Checkmate.
Hey,
I don't know.
Hey, Mom!
That's just the one stupid thing I could.
a glass can be infinitely empty, but it cannot be infinitely full. Checkmate, optimists.
Did you know a glass is only half full if you fill it there? And it's only half empty if you sink it down from the beginning point to halfway? Checkmate. Checkmate indeed.
What the heck has happened?
Did you have is the stream still on?
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, no, I'm saying, like, did you mute us or no?
No.
Okay.
Checkmate.
So your viewers just heard everything we said.
What did you say? Anything
We
horrible?
were talking. No.
Okay,
we were
good. Okay.
discussing conspiracy theories.
All right, cool. Guys, yes, glass half full and half empty conspiracy theories. Okay, first of all, I want to show you what it is that you will be getting if you complete the tasks set before you. This is a Cthulhu vinyl sticker, okay? It is a cute Cthulhu. He has a confused face, I believe. My sister creates anime creations and other really cool stuff. And yeah, in the comments, after I upload this video, I'm going to put a link to her Etsy page so you can go check it out. But someone's going to get this mailed to them, okay? The next person to join my Patreon, there is a link in the description. At any level, okay? There's multiple levels. Some of them are really cheaper, way cheaper than this is by itself. Plus, you get a bunch of other stuff, as you can see if you read the descriptions of each tier. The next person to join my Patreon will have a Cthulhu vinyl sticker mailed to them, all right? Now, obviously, one stipulation of this is I'm going to need your address to send this to you, or a P.O. box or whatever you want me to send it to you as. And, yeah, thank you very much for watching and participating, and I hope that you find enjoyment in what we're doing. Now, I see that we've got Elliot back. So, again, join the Patreon at any tier, get a free Cthulhu vinyl thingamajig. And, yeah. And that stays until someone joins. So that's just going to sit there as a prize until that happens. So, now, here we go. And I guess also thank you to every single Patreon supporter I have already. Neil, Mr. Fox, and Shopping Cart Guy.
Me.
Yeah. And you. All right. Now we've got... Oh, Naven's Purpose said I'm joining. That was quick. Now we've got... you guys are going to the sanitarium, right?
Yes.
Okay. This could get intense. Okay. Thomas, are you going to say anything before you go? Oh, we have multiple people interested. That's exciting. There might be more than one to give away, just so you know, so that we might be able to work out something along those lines. I'm still, yeah, we might have more than just one to give away, just so you guys know. Now, the rest of you guys. So, Thomas, do you have anything that you're gonna say to try and stop this, or no?
They want to go to the sanitarium. I'm not going to get in the way of their investigation.
All right.
Plus, it's better to go scientific about this instead of actually caring. We'll get there when we get there.
Okay. You guys make it to the sanitarium. You've gotten there. It's getting later, and it's like the evening time now. It's getting chilly. Clouds have completely made the sky overcast, yet you can still kind of... There's still some light filtering down. It's an older, dilapidated building. It looks like it probably hasn't been much in use recently. Thomas, you know who is admitted in there.
Yes.
They're one of the only people there.
Oh, joy.
So, what you know about them might be useful in any communication you have with them. You also might want to tell the other people about anything, but that's up to you.
Thomas, are you sure you want to go in here?
Do you guys want to go in there? You think you can get something out of the crazies? The insane, the mentally ill?
I think so.
If anything, they're just as lost as those investigators out there. But nonetheless, we push forward, right?
If you don't mind my asking, who's in there?
My wife is in there.
Oh my.
She got a little... went a little insane after.
I know a thing or two about that.
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm sorry to hear that, Thomas.
Who knows? Maybe she's gotten better since I saw her, which was few years ago. Well then, let's head inside, shall we?
I turn around to young Joan. I'm like, and you stay in the van.
Thomas. Thomas.
You notice his breathing is the same as old Joe's breathing. It's got this very heavy, like... It's very
Thomas.
I had to drive here with that in my ear.
Thomas, why is she here of all places?
It was the closest one to where I lived, which I know is still far away, but they don't really have something like that. I don't know. This was just...
All right. We can go inside.
Okay.
Get this over with.
Here it is. Ryan, I was trying to find that sheet of paper that had all that information I wrote down.
Yes. Sheets of important information.
Yeah, all that stuff that we, sorry. All right. I was trying to find it like this entire time. Okay. You do mean who might enjoy it and not why. What? I'm confused. Is there anyone who... Yeah. Yes, I do. Whoops. Who? Yes. Yes, indeed. I misspoke. Sorry. Okay, for real. Here we go. You enter the sanitarium, and it's cold in here, like even colder than it is outside. There's a very tall, thin woman behind the counter, as well as a very overweight man with goggles.
Is this elderly Joe?
No.
Oh.
It is not elderly Joe. It is an overweight man with goggles, and also a balding head. And he is actually a foremost psychologist. Like, a lot of you guys recognize him because he's pretty famous. And you actually don't know what he's doing here. His name is Dr. Shiny, due to his head. Very fleshy person. He looks super weird, almost creepy. But he's very, very, very well known for his being able to pretty much cure anyone of insanity. He turns to you.
Hey, how come my wife's been here for so long then? I'm kidding.
Hello? Hello?
Hi,
How are you doing today?
I'm doing swell. How are you?
I'm okay. We do not have very many patients today. Are you coming to admit someone?
We might admit someone, but we don't know yet.
No, we're here to.
Oh, okay. I'm busy.
We're here to visit someone.
Oh. Who? Do you have permission?
Your most loony guy or person here.
We're here to see Mr. Vale here. We're here to see his mistress.
His mistress? What?
His wife.
Oh, his wife. No.
I feel like there's a line between the two of those that should not.
What is the name of your wife?
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn. I never wrote that down. Okay, let me put that
You
down.
have a full sheet of paper. You didn't write her name.
I don't remember him telling me.
I gotta go close the window. There's someone
Maybe I
honking
didn't
their
tell
horn like
you.
a crazy person.
What? You just said I have to close
I have to
it?
go close my. I have to go close my window. There's someone outside honking their horn like a crazy person.
Oh, okay. You're alright.
Thomas.
Alright, so this Dr. Shiny character, he's like, oh yes, Gwendolyn. Yeah.
Yes.
Hi. So, you are her husband?
Yes.
Interesting. Do
You should know this.
Do you? I'm not the permanent doctor here. That is Miss Rose.
I see.
She is deaf.
Oh.
Yes. She teaches the patients sign language. Your wife
Cool.
knows sign language. So, do you have certification of marriage, so that I know I can let you in?
On me?
I don't know if I can let you in.
What do you mean you don't know if you can let me in? I've been here before. I know you're not the permanent doctor here, but if you saw Miss Rose or whatever, I'm sure.
He starts doing hand motions to Miss Rose, and she signals back, and he turns back to you. Yes, okay. You obviously are in, yes. You can go in. You can go in to meet her.
Okay.
How has your child been doing, by the way, Thomas? And I forgot to mention that. I totally forgot that.
Well, they're in the care of a nanny.
Okay.
So
yeah. All right.
I mean, they're out of the hospital right now, which is good. So
That's very good. Yep.
yes.
All right. Here we go. You guys enter. The Dr. Shiny takes you and he has a little key, and he unlocks the door, and he lets you guys into a small room that looks exactly like a prison cell. And there is Gwendolyn in there. She is sitting in a chair at the back of the room, just sitting there. Her hair is completely over her face.
Oh my gosh. That's creepy.
And her skin is extremely pale. And one leg is like twitching a lot. Like almost like got nervous jitters or something, but it's only one leg. What the heck is going on in the chat? Just wondering.
They're talking about goldfish because I'm eating goldfish.
And now they're talking about chocolate-covered roaches.
Ugh.
I don't think that's the same thing.
I had chocolate-covered crickets, but that's not good.
That sounds interesting.
Okay. For real, let's continue. All right. You guys enter the room, and she's sitting there. What do? She doesn't say anything to you. You don't even know if she knows that you're in. The door shuts behind you. You don't know if Dr. Shiny just locked you in the room, but now you're in the room.
Did he let me bring my shotgun in or no?
He did not let you bring your shotgun in. You had to leave that outside.
Okay, so Elliot and Stanley, are they in the room with me?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you all went in.
I kind of want to take a picture, but I kind of don't.
You don't know if it's insensitive or not. Well, watch me just pull out my pic and take a picture.
Take a picture of your mentally ill wife.
Hey guys, here's my mentally ill one.
It sounds like something J Station would do.
You want to know? No. I'll just say hello. I don't know how to...
You had me at hello.
Oh my God. Stanley.
What are you talking about things? I'm confused. Okay. So you say hello, and she kind of, her head jerks up, and her hair kind of goes a little bit parted. Okay. And her eyes look almost like they're glazed over a little bit. Slightly cross-eyed. But she's looking, but at the same time she's looking at you. And she's like,
are they treating you well here?
Where is he?
He's safe, if you're talking about who I think you're talking about.
I'll never be safe with you.
I'm a bit confused. What do you mean?
You took him away.
I did not do...
You took him away.
No. I didn't take anything away. Listen, you just obsessed too much over his safety. Yes, I know he got sick easily. I know he knew a few things that were a bit wild, but nonetheless, if anything, he's safe. And
he can never be safe in your care. I'm the only one who can help him. I'm the only one who can protect our only son. And you know it. And you took him away from me.
I didn't do that. No. Your antics is what got you here. Okay? If you must know...
trying to take my child away from me.
No, I was trying to keep mine safe. And if you must know, they haven't been in the hospital for a while, so I think...
Who are these other men you're with?
Oh.
You. She's looking at you, Stanley Marsh. Know this: the man you're with, Thomas, he will betray you. He took our only child. He took him away from me.
What?
And he left me for dead.
What's his name, ma'am?
What is the child's name? I don't have that
Roy.
written.
Roy.
Roy. Sorry. Yeah. Roy. His name is Roy.
Why did you take the child away from her, Thomas?
I didn't take the child away from her. The courts ruled it after that outburst had happened. You remember that, Gwendolyn?
What is this outburst?
I part my shaggy blonde hair to the side, and there's a scar up on the top.
Yeah.
Let's just say she threw a few things one night, trying to keep everyone away from the child. Everyone.
He tried to take him from me. The child will never be safe. They know that there are people in this world who know about our child and what our child can do. Roy is never going to be safe with your ideas of protecting him. And it was a choice, Thomas, between you and Roy, and I chose Roy. I had to do it, Thomas. And then you put me here.
What can your child do?
He just knows a few things.
He can see the future.
Oh my gosh. See, this is why you're in this cell and not out there.
Hold on, Thomas.
To you!
Hold on, Thomas.
He can see the future. He knows the future of this planet. He's already predicted things, and he knows way more than he should. He has an IQ that is beyond normal comprehension for human beings.
What is he predicted?
And Thomas, you saw that! You saw it.
What has he predicted?
Little things. Small things. But for this planet, he sees a future where a creature, a tall king, a pharaoh, something, destroys this world. He sees a bloody tongue. He sees tentacles. And he wakes up screaming at night. But beyond that, he has predicted things such as accidents, deaths of family members. He's known exactly when they would die, how they would die. Plus, he is very, very, very smart. And yet he's always sick. And you, Thomas, you know what happened.
What happened?
Thomas was abducted. Thomas was abducted. He had an encounter with aliens. Isn't that right, Thomas? And yet you still go to such lengths to prove everyone else wrong.
Because that's not true. None of it. None of it. All of it can be proven with scientific facts. Okay? Listen, not long.
Are you listening to yourself?
Yes.
You know you're wrong.
I probably just slipped into sleep that night on the car.
You know you're wrong, and you took our child away from me.
You're the one who grew too paranoid about it.
Stanley,
Thomas.
Stanley, this
Thomas,
is escalating really fast. What do you...
Thomas. What is this argument about? You say she's crazy, and you still try to reason with her. Why?
Because
Why can't you believe anything? Why do you have to disprove everything?
Because it doesn't make sense. And if it did, that would mean my worst fears have come true, Stanley.
What's your worst fear?
And all of this, the end of the world, these predictions, that it all means the truth, that it all just, these creatures, these eldritch beings, that it's all going to come to an end someday, that they all exist, and that they're the enemies of mankind, and that any second they could come for you, they could come for me. As long as I can disprove that they don't exist, that gives me the little bit of comfort I seek.
Suddenly, she starts screaming. And she will not stop screaming. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Cool. One of the people in the chat asked for a recap also.
Okay.
Damn, this got very dark.
Oh, yeah. One from Pink Guy to in mentally ill patients.
Okay. Okay. Well. All right. Well, that's that. There we go. That's session 1, hopefully of 2.
Really good.
The Whisper in Darkness, the Whisper in Darkness Part 1. Okay. Thanks to every single person who tuned in. Did you guys have fun? I really enjoyed that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I adapted this from the actual story, The Whisper in Darkness, but it already is like. We have gone so far out of the range of what happened in that story already, which is really cool. Yeah, I am an actor. Naven's Purpose. I'm pretty sure Ryan has done some acting work as well. I don't know about Shopping Cart.
No.
Okay.
I mean, like, I've played D&D. That's all.
Okay. That actually, yeah. In my opinion, that's one of the coolest things about, or one cool thing about this is that it, like, you know, it hones our acting skills and our storytelling skills and all types of stuff. Thank you to every single person who tuned in. All right. And again, going to mention this one more time. Next person to join my Patreon at any level, or perhaps the next few people, will obtain a vinyl Cthulhu sticker made by my sister's artwork mailed to them. You can use this on stuff like laptops, on guitar cases. I used it on my mirror. We have it on the back of our car. Lots of really cool stuff. And I'm also going to put a link to her Etsy page in the comments of this video after it's uploaded. And you can go check out her other stuff, which is not necessarily Mythos related, but she makes a lot of really cool stuff, and it'd be awesome if you guys could support her endeavors. And yeah, thank you guys for playing. Like,
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for running this.
Yeah. Thanks for running this.
Yeah. So when would you want to play again? Next week or
Yes.
next week?
Yeah.
Works for you?
Same time. Okay.
Yes.
We might have a 5th player or a 5th person then. I'm not entirely sure if we will or not. I also recap. Okay. Anyone want to give a recap? Thomas, what just happened in your perspective?
What just happened
Yes.
in from the beginning or from the past few moments?
Past few, like, so when you went in and started talking to your wife, what happened?
Okay, so went into this insane asylum, and basically, my wife was in there, who is mentally ill, in my opinion. And apparently the doctors and the courts ruled that too, but met a person named Dr. Shiny, who's bald, wears goggles. Daniel, could you give me an example of what he sounds like again? Because I don't think I could imitate that.
She said just the past. Okay, no, wait a minute. I think their chat thing is weirdly synchronized with ours.
Yeah. Just the past few moments.
Sounds like this, I guess. Just a little bit like this, and he's very weird. He's got a bunch of nervous tics. He's a total weirdo.
Yeah. So I had to prove my, I am the person who I say I am. So I got him to talk, and by talk I mean he had to use some sign language to talk to the other nurse that was there. Nurse or Dr. Rose, Miss Rose, something like that. And so then what happened next, we were led back into the cell, and the door was shut behind us. I'm thinking that Dr. Shiny probably locked us in there with my deranged wife. So that's fun. Everyone should do that at least once in their life. Get locked into a cell with a deranged person. But basically after that, went into a conversation with the wife. It basically went from hello to her ranting on and on about how I, Thomas Vale, took her child away, which also mine. The child knows things he shouldn't and has a very high IQ. So in her eyes, she was just protecting the child. But one night she had a very sudden outburst, threw a bunch of glasses trying to keep anyone away from her. One of them gave a scar on Mr. Vale.
She tried to kill Thomas.
Yeah, she tried to kill me. She took the broken glass shard and tried to kill me. So a court order is the one that ruled her to be sent here. Then went into a more deep conversation about why Thomas Vale is the way he is, that he was actually abducted by aliens so long ago. I only use quotations because
he still does.
Thomas
really
still tries to not believe it in any way. And so then after a bit of that, she revealed the fact that the child can predict the future, dates of death, various other the coming of what I can only assume is Nyarlathotep, or whatever it is. I don't remember the name of the Cthulhu mythos creature, but nonetheless, she then got up after Stanley calmed me down from getting into a heated conversation. And she just got up and started screaming and wouldn't stop screaming. And that's where it ended.
Yep. All right.
The next session, we're going to be attacked. Watch.
Oh my gosh. She's gonna pull, when Daniel said that her hair was in front of her face, I immediately thought, hey, that's like the movie The Ring, right? That one chick who crawls out of the TV has a bunch of long hair.
That's that's kind of where I got the description
from. That made me worried.
All right, guys. This has gone on for a long time, so I'm going to cut it to an end here. Thank you all very much for tuning in. And
I'm going to say something quickly.
Yes.
I'm going to be streaming The Color Outer Space in General VC on the Discord server.
On
if anyone wants to join.
The Deathstroke 9 Discord server, there's a link to that in the description as well. If anyone wants to join and try to and watch that, feel free. I'm going to try to be there, hopefully. And if anyone else wants to join as well, feel free to. It's rated PG-13, and it's we'll see what we come up with. All right, thank you guys very much for joining. As always, this is Deathstroke 9. Check out all these people's content in the description. And Deathstroke 9 out. See you guys soon for more Call of Cthulhu and more Delta Green. End stream. Stream is ending. I have 11 private messages on Discord.
Nice. That was a lot of fun, Daniel.
That was good.
Oh, wow. I liked it. That was really fun. Thank you guys so much for doing that. You guys all got into it. I liked it.
It is extremely rare that I get to play sessions like this. Because my players are murder hobos.